Laughs me, laughed and laugh. Uh, you guys had just finished investigating the crime scene at Maybell and Ricky Jones's mansion, manor, or whatever, after a supposed murder suicide, and interrogated the mysterious person that you guys now know as Alloy. You guys heard a little bit of a ruckus outside, being greeted by protesters who were unsatisfied by the current decision making that was happening in regards to all the stuff that went down over the past 3 or 4 months or so. That is when you saw Daily Ignition broadcaster Angela Markle comment on the situation and get a little exclusive interview with Squadron Viper, who had a comment on the situation. After that, you guys were able to update Bo on all of your findings, and he was able to give you maybe some advice and some other leads or, hooks that might contribute to the cause. And after that, all of you decided to dig a little bit more into the pieces of evidence that you already had from the crime scene. While that was happening, Bo had a little bit of a welcome to Pyre chat and a legal conversation with Alloy, saying that, hey, you were truthful. Seems like you didn't do anything horribly wrong, except, breaking and entering and stealing Loki. So, pretty much sentenced you to a supervisor, gave you shelter at a temple nearby, and while that was happening, you guys found a little bit more information, remembering that Maybell and Ricky Jones were in fact in the Daily Ignition paper a couple cycles ago with an alleged cheating scandal and baby adoption for the couple. You also found the invitation for the party that they attended to the night they were killed. Killed. Or something. By it was a cocktail event at Trevor Dumont's little dock district ship party, whatever. A male half dragonborn who's a scriptwriter and stage actor who, when you interrogated him, expressed that he was a very, very close friend of the couple, specifically Ricky, stating and shutting down the allegations of any sort of cheating or any sort of actual child that they were adopting. But rather, Ricky had left in such an angry tizzy because somebody by the name of Orf Say approached him with a role in which he had to be romantic with, in which he does not do, feeling like it insulted his wife, who also attended the event. And so, after that, we had some sweet and sour role playing moments, with a little bit of a visit from the leader of the Sins, Jekyll, with Kadani confronting her about their deals. Maeve trying to confront Grilla about her possible knowledge on Ricky Jones going bad. And Drench having a little bit of an encounter with the mysterious figure. And Matthew going home to his lovely abode. And so, today though, it is the next day. It is, in fact, the 26th of Harvest 2. And you guys are already in the city hall. Before, though, going to the city hall, does anyone like to declare anything that they've done before leaving for work?
There's a few things Donnie's gonna do. So Donnie's gonna get up in the morning. Um, I mean, hopefully, unless she's died in her sleep. And she's gonna, in an almost calm manner, she's gonna start writing, and she's gonna write out multiple letters. These letters all have, um, and before I continue this one here, Mia, can you let me know what the postal situation is within non? Because I know Donnie's been utilizing the post office within the enforcers, but what is like the postal situation within Pyre? Like, is there just drop off boxes, or do you have to like go to a mail location?
There's a post office within the city hall itself. It doesn't cost
Hmm.
anything or stuff like that.
Gotcha. Well, then Donnie's gonna go ahead and she's gonna write out a few letters. These letters are from um, Guinevere Amaris, Annalise de Leon, Christopher Featherson, Lizanelle Jolson, Joseph Clarion, Balin Adiago, which some of those last names you may recognize, Mia. um, and then just an extra one for fun of Kadani DeCanto, and another one of Kadani Velstrom. Um, all of these letters have very similar things in them. It's something that's going to go pretty quick considering she's just basically copying everything that she's doing. But she's going to write out these letters of just basically a warning for family members. Um, and then there is going to be a letter, like wording at the bottom of let me know what names you receive from me at the bottom. Basically, trying to test out what names do the sins know of. And those are going to be going here to a few different family members. Let me grab them here real fast. I have them written down. Um, some of them are going to be going here to Nikki. A few are going to be going to Brasa. Um, a handful are going to be going to Jet, specifically to the locations she knows are dead drops. Um, and there's going to be a handful that are going to be going to Sion. Um, and two that are be going to Zadan. But she is going to be doing two things ascending here this morning. And one is going to be to Adrian. So, good morning. Wanted to check in on you and see how you're doing. How are you doing here this morning?
You're back almost immediately. Well, good morning. Good sunrise. I'm doing wonderful. I'm really glad that you're safe. I'm doing fine. What you doing there?
I hate how Adrian keeps ending his messages with a question. But she is going to do another sending, and this time it's going to another person. And give me a moment. I gotta. Uncle Nicky, I'm gonna need some help. Some advice. An asshole named Jackal, Jekyll, from the Sins Gang Empire is threatening the family. Any advice can give? And she's doing it in that voice specifically because if there's one person she knows it can warn the entire family within a few moments and is going to be the one to know is going to be Uncle Nicky.
Could you repeat all that again? I'm so sorry. What you said to
Sure.
Uncle Nicky.
Um, Uncle Nicky needs some advice, please. Asshole named Jekyll from Sins Gang Empire is threatening the family. Want to get revenge on him. I've reworded it, sorry.
That's okay. You hear back after a couple minutes. Very deep, gravelly voice that you haven't heard in a very, very long time. It brings comfort to your mind as he says, well, it's lovely to hear from you. Well, that's quite the broad question, I would say. It depends on, how messy you want to get. Maybe some details, but I always say just to, go to the house, fuck them up a little bit, that usually gets the message done. But don't worry, I know a guy.
Yeah. Yay! I knew Uncle Nicky would pull through. All right. So, all right. And then Donnie, with all of that here, um, is gonna go ahead and head out here for the day to work. She's got some people to warn here within the group.
Lovely. Would anyone else like to declare anything? And also, Shay, make sure to send me all the stuff about the letters too, just in case.
Yes, we'll do.
Would it be okay if Alloy wakes up a little early and just goes to the nearest market? Like, specifically seeing what happens if they just go somewhere without telling someone? Like, this is kind of an experiment of just, I want to go and see what they sell here. Hopefully, this isn't against the rules.
So you want to go unsupervised?
Yes. But they're not gonna, like, put any implements in the way to try to be sneaky. Like, they're, if anything, they're, like, a little overtly like, hey, guys, hopefully these people notice that this is me moving, because this might need to be an alibi later. Like, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna get you in trouble, but they're interested in seeing how buddy their friend is after the sleepover.
Sure. I would say that once you wake up and you start to try and make your way out of the temple,
Just stretching.
um, you look left, you look right, and you try to go over whatever threshold you choose. But then you feel like almost a pull of gravity hold you back a little bit. And as you push against it, it's like all of a sudden, like there's like these invisible ropes holding you back. And make a perception check for me.
All right. It's a alloy check. 20, baby. We got a 20 on this shit.
So obviously this is very weird. This is not normal. You're very confused. And as you keep
It won't show.
looking around, maybe trying to see if like there's anyone doing anything to you, you then look above the threshold of your choosing, and you see all of a sudden a glowing lavender rune above.
Right.
Getting
Alright.
this, getting the sense that this is probably is what's holding you back.
Okay. I'm just gonna sit there until someone tries to interact with me while I'm just notating down on the same piece of parchment that the buddy gave me to take notes on the case. I'm just gonna write down what the symbol looks like.
Yeah, sure thing.
Most of the notes are just scribbles and doodles because, like, language writing, not the best, but it's a sketchbook right now.
As you're doing that, after a couple minutes, you hear, "Where'd you try to run off to, honey?"
I want to go and get honey.
"Well, if you wanted to get honey, you just had to ask." And she points up to the rune that's above you. "That is a sigil of warding. You're not allowed to go out of this place without my supervision."
Well, can we go and get honey?
"Well, yeah, sure. Just have to ask first."
Okay, yeah, let's get honey. And that's just what they want to do this morning entirely.
Sure. Yes, and she does explain to you as you're heading to the city center market, that she does have to take you back to the basements for a little while, just to get a couple more fingerprints and just to do some errands of her own. So, yeah, anything else anyone else would like to know? Yes, Maven.
Then I very quickly. Would Elandrin still be home before I leave for work? Or would she already be at school, do you think?
I would say that you guys are like everyone leaves the house around about the same time.
Okay. Before she leaves, I would like to stop her and give her a little gift.
Your thing. You see her tying her hair back, finishing up a little bit of a braid that she started herself, throwing a backpack around her shoulders as your father is waiting for her by the door. Your mother is sitting on the couch just drinking some tea as she's elected to not go out today. And your Aunt Eloise is sitting across from her. As your father says, "All right, darling, you're going to be late."
Well, I mean, if we're already going to be late, 1 more minute won't hurt. So I have a little something for Elandrin.
Oh! As she turns around.
I got something for you while I was out of the city, and I've been meaning to give it to you for a while, but it has just been slipping my mind. And she's going to hand her a very poorly wrapped, like in newspaper, brass pin. And she's going to present it to her.
And she takes it from you and inspects it. What's this for?
It is a dwelling pin. It will, so long as you're not too far, always point in the direction of home. I got one for me and one for you, so that we can hopefully always find our way back to each other.
And her eyes go away as she turns to your father, goes, "Does that mean you can walk home alone?" And your father goes, "Oh, no, I don't think that's what your sister meant. It's just, in case of emergencies, darling." She goes, "Oh, okay. Thank you so much." And she turns back around to start heading towards the door.
I love you. Have a good day.
"Love you too." "All right, we're on our way." As your father opens the door and she skips outside of it. Before you head out, your mother goes, "Darling, do you mind picking up some eggs before you come home? I would love to make a cake for your aunt."
Sure thing.
"Ooh, a cake!" It must be a great celebration. She's like, "It's just your favorite, no hassle at all." Thank you so much, darling.
Of course. All right, have a good day. Good luck with each other.
You then hear your mother say, "Yes, can't wait for you to disappoint me again."
Who is that directed to?
You?
I'm sorry?
I said, "Have a good day, darling."
Of course. Thank you too. Running late, so sorry. Mine's all over. Take care.
They both wave to you as you leave the door. Would anyone else like to do anything before they head to work?
I've mentioned this last time, but probably first thing Drench would do is get up and get ready and go to the place where we can get the autopsy report. That's the first thing you do, but that's about it.
Sure. When I'll say, no, it's okay. I'll say that when you go there, the place is closed. However, there is a sign on there that says that person just left really quickly and they will be back in about an hour or so. But while Drench, you are looking at this paper in front of the door, this is when the rest of your team members actually walk in. As the moment that you all walked into the city hall, you were all notified via the mayor's assistant that your assistance was needed in the training areas. And Alloy, you are down there as well.
Oh boy.
As your supervisor sort of walks past Drench in a little bit of a hurry manner. She's like, I really, really need to talk to this one coworker, but just you stay right here, all right? Don't move. You there. And she talks to you, Drench. Would you mind watching your suspect, please?
Of course, yes.
Right, I'll be back in a couple minutes. And she runs off. But for the rest of you, Matthew, Kadani, and Maven, you see Drench now in the care of Alloy before you.
How tall are you? Drench.
I'm not sure. I haven't. I haven't measured myself in these people's measuring stuff is, so I don't know.
Me either. Alloy's gonna float up to Drench's head, just head height, so that they're slightly taller than Drench.
Wish I could do
He, like,
that.
gets up. Good morning.
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 Morning. Kadani, can I speak with you for a moment?
Yeah, I need to speak with you. I think the whole group needs to hear something that happened last night. And she just kind of gives a look to Alloy, and then around. Okay, and sees Alloy plug up theirs. Got a visit from the Sins last night. Or Jekyll specifically, and he was kind of upset with the way of how things were handled. I don't know why we handled it as per their specifications, but they're just kind of a little bit peeved, and they were trying to threaten my family as well as y'all's families as well. And he said if anything should happen to upset their plan, they said something about threatening the families. Yes.
Could Matthew make an insight check on Kadani regarding the mention that how the confusion she seemed to express regarding how thing had happened?
Sure.
It's not gonna be high.
What'd you get?
My rolled on is low. It kicked me out of the game, but
Oh no.
I rolled a 9, which I think might have a +5, I think. To it, so that would be 14. Yeah, it's a 14.
Cool. Yeah, Donnie does look genuinely confused. She thinks they handled it well. They got the information to Jekyll as he asked for. There, in her own mind, she doesn't see that there was any big complications. But Donnie is gonna continue. He was a little bit upset about the Sabine character non-existing, which is entirely false. I mean, she does exist. She's just me. And he, I don't know if he's upset that Adrian is aware that we just outright asked for it. But I'm not sure. I did already contact Adrian. He's doing okay. I did let him know that the Sins are on his tail.
I really don't think we should be talking about this in public.
Okay, that's fair.
Maeve's kind of glancing towards Alloy.
It's now that you sort of actually see two other squadrons walk by you and head towards the same direction that you guys actually need to go, which is the training grounds.
We'll talk about this following what we need to be called upon for.
Yeah, I want to let Bo know immediately because Jekko appeared in the courtyard of City Hall. So,
Then please do.
mhm.
Okay. As you guys head in that direction, Alloy, I assume that you follow suit.
I'm
And then
sorry.
What
I'm
were you
gonna
gonna
be
say?
walking behind Alloy just to keep an eye on them, and like kind of just because I was left in charge of them. So
Yeah, of course. So, as you guys are heading and following the two other groups, you guys are greeted with the training grounds. You guys have obviously been here before, both in group training for you guys becoming enforcers, and also just individual training with Cecilio if any of you ever decided to come down here. And when you walk out into the sparring arena with the other two groups, everyone's sort of just like chatting with each other, not really wondering what the situation is going on here. You then all of a sudden see that in the stands walks in Cesario with the mayor and Bo and Betty Metfield. As they exchange whispers to each other, taking glances upon both the groups, as all of a sudden Cesario, in his in his similar fashion, two loud claps that gets all of your guys' attention as he says, "All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here. All of us wanted to call you here for a reason, obviously. I will let the mayor and Betty Metfield take the reins here." And the mayor says, "Thank you so much, Cesario. Yes, hello everyone. Squadron Wyvern, Squadron Claw, Squadron Green. The reason why I've called you all here, along with your lieutenant and your trainer and the lovely Miss Betty Midfield, is because Betty Midfield here has believed that she has created something that might help the enforcer unit do their jobs a little bit better, but she could explain." And Betty Metfield, as you guys remember, is one of the lead inventors that is in sort of the sectioned off area of City Hall. This is the same person who made the Landgrazer 2000, the Harengon woman. She is with her goggles above her head, wearing her leathers and her straps, as she holds a beaker, a pretty large one actually, filled with a pinky, sort of sparkling substance. She goes, "Well, hi there, everyone. Good to see you all. Basically, I heard that even though we've had an increase, even though we've had an increase of enforcers, it still seems like you guys need a little bit more help on the field, especially when it comes to multiple personnel that you want to subdue. This right here, may I introduce to all of y'all the Supertari Interfacet Kinetic Intelligence." As she holds it up to you, the light shines off of the glass surface with the substance inside. And she goes, "This is specifically designed to subdue perpetrators, whether on the go or stagnant. But of course, there needs to be some testing along with it to really make sure that it cooperates and that is actually to your benefit. And of course, it is designed to be non-lethal, as that is our policy here in Pyre in general. And so then the mayor and Cecilia step up, and Cecilia goes, I have chosen all of you to participate in this experiment if you would like to. If you are not willing to, please object now. And then you see the mayor like whisper off to Bo as Bo just like brushes off. He goes, yeah. Hi, Alloy. How are you?
Can I be included?
Ah. And he looks to the mayor, looks to Cecilia. Unfortunately, Alloy is it just in insurance reasons, and you are just a regular being. Just to make sure that you don't get hurt, I think it might be best if you didn't participate. Obviously, you can if you want to. This is just what the mayor says.
I think
So-
that you don't have faith in the people of Pyre.
What the fuck?
Donnie takes a step away from Alloy and just very quietly.
Maeve's just going.
No, that's not it at all. You have been trained, and this is a substance that hasn't been tested before on anyone else.
I cast Goodberry in my hand, put it in my honey, and then toss him a bottle.
Matthew's gonna just tilt himself towards another enforcer. Do you have an extra pair of manacle by chance?
Just like shaking my head.
I'm prepared. I'm ready.
The mayor catches it with his wind and sort of has it suspended. I suppose I do not condone this. May the record stand. He starts to like address all of you. I do not condone this, and I do not want this person to participate for their safety.
Thank you.
Can Drench, the woman that walked past and dropped Alloy off in his care, is she anywhere nearby?
Not that you know of.
I can't see her. Oh no.
No,
It's just-
not that you know of.
Okay.
And so
Can I put up a hand for a high five from anyone in the group that's willing to associate with me?
no.
I high five myself and give myself gift of alacrity.
If you are consenting to place yourself in this situation, please confirm that vocally to me and the rest of the group. Knowing the precautions, this might get very, very, very dangerous.
Aye.
I
Aye, Captain.
And Betty goes, oh, pish posh. It'll be just fine. It's non-lethal. All right. Well, I suppose you can begin. And Cecilia goes, all right. Use your training. Use your head. And of course, work together. We are all watching. And that's when you see Betty Metfield sort of walk down to the rink. And she bends down and spills very, very gingerly all of the substance onto this dirt-like flooring. And you see it's like slime, it's like putty. It just onto the floor and it does nothing. And then she runs back up the stairs as all three of these groups are looking at the substance. And it does nothing for a couple moments. until finally it starts to move and shift just a little bit, very gingerly. And then it starts to break off into separate pieces, little tiny little blobs. And you can see these tiny blobs start to spread very slowly as they spread themselves across the arena. And actually, as they're traveling, little peaks start to form on top of them, just more of the substance. As you can see, little tiny holes for eyes and a little tiny slit of a mouth, as you hear tiny little exclamations of laughing and giggling. As it starts approaching some of you.
Do we have more information on what is to happen?
Drench is gonna cast Death Ward on himself.
Okay. What is Death Ward again?
Death Ward. Let me. Basically, the first time a target would drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, the target instead drops to 1 hit point, and the spell ends. So, if I would die, I drop to 1 hit point instead. So, yeah, just gonna back up slowly away from this thing.
Nope, not at all. This is an experiment. I did program, genetically modify it, if you will, to just simply non-lethally take down its subjects, whether that's tying itself around the wrists, tying itself around the legs very gently. That should be it, but seems as though this might be a failure. And then...
Can I just float up further? Like, I just want distance.
Sure.
Yeah.
Matthew. Does a dirty
Yes.
20 hit you?
No. Of course.
Would you say that you are surprised when one of the tiny little blobs with a smiling face is
Like it
thrown, leaps and throws itself upon you?
Like, is it face hugging Matthew?
Yes, it indeed starts to face hug you. Everyone roll initiative, please.
Yeah.
Are we supposed to fight back against these?
We have got some goobers.
No.
I do want to
Oh.
say, if Matthew would have given Alloy a high five, I would have given you Gift of Alacrity. But no one high fived me. So that
That's-
high five goes to me.
You insist
So I get a
right
D8
there.
on this.
That's fine.
Yeah. No. You're a prisoner right now.
Dirty
You're on
20.
watch.
I'm floating away.
Fucking 6.
Natural 1.
16, 17.
Oh,
Which
no.
is-
Oh wait, hold on.
Perfect.
Oh, sorry.
And
I need the initiative counter. Everyone stop. Okay.
also,
Oh, do I need to roll with
can't
in dice?
Oh my
Hold on,
You
I
just
gotta
hear
generate
Donnie
this.
as these things grow eyes and mouths and start throwing
Okay.
themselves at people. Just go, I don't like that.
Go ahead and place your tokens where you feel like your group would be.
I mean,
Little
considering we got hit by
goopies.
one. Ooh. Where's
I guess
Matthew?
here we're like. I'm assuming he's in front, right here. I take it. Like
Oh, yeah.
against this one, I guess would be fine.
I'll be floating.
I feel like I would have been standing close to the rest of the group.
I'm just above Drench. Wherever Drench is, I'm above him.
I need to adjust my token to be more of a circle. I don't know why it's square.
Should I roll 20 for initiative or normal? Does that matter?
Roll 20, just because.
It'll do the thingy.
Yeah.
Okay, I do need to add a D8 to this, but
I always forget.
Ka-chow.
my token.
What's up, babe? Oh, thank you.
11 plus a D8. Hold on. Let me open up my little watch.
Jane should probably be like one square behind Alan.
18. I got
I can't put my thing on the.
What was that?
Drench, I believe,
Jane should
is from
probably
time to...
be.
Yeah, sorry.
And that's on 18 for Donnie. That's 6.
So we have. No, Matthew got a nat 1, correct?
Yeah. Well, not one, but it's still 5. Well, 4 total. Why did I get removed?
No, you just got gooped.
Just doing the bad thing again. And then maybe you got a 20? Question mark?
30-20, yeah.
Just making sure it's all correct. Okay, so we have Maeve. Kadani, you got an 18, correct?
No, I got a 6.
I misheard.
I
Okay.
fixed it. Yeah, I fixed it.
And then Drench, what's your... Oh, wait. You can't have 20.
Oh. I got a 10.
What's your initiative?
10.
10?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, you're a little muffled. Okay, what's your dexterity, Drench?
My dexterity is probably gonna be a. Let me double check. It is 14.
14. Okay, can you roll a d20 for me?
Hopefully.
Oh, never mind.
8.
You're good. Okay, so initiative order. It is Maeve. It is Alloy. It is Drenched. It is the Blobs. Then it is Kadani. Then it is Matthew. Does that all sound right?
I think.
Cool. I will not be placing the other groups. You all can assume that they are sort of in a different section of the arena, but this is yours, so you're free to move around this entire plane. Cool. We got it. Okay, Matthew, this blob hits your face. Okay,
Yeah.
it's face hugging immediately. All right, you sustain 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
Whilst that, and can you make a strength saving throw for me
Oh, I'm good at those.
with disadvantage?
Hell yeah, I'm good at those. You said 13 points, right?
Yes.
Let me just... Team. And saving throw, strength saving throw at disadvantage. Not bad. That will be 16.
Okay. So currently you can feel that this blob is on your face, and it is very sticky. And it's grabbing onto your face real hard, and you can actually feel the substance try to shove its way into your mouth and up your nose, but you are screaming, you're thrashing, you're fighting it with your tongue, you're not letting it. And so, but yeah, that that is what you all see. You all see Matthew be attacked and face hugged by this creature as Matthew is thrashed and is totally caught off guard. Maven, what are you doing?
This doesn't look very non-lethal. I'm going to move a little closer. Probably, yep. I'm gonna try and flank it. Okay, that's not really... I can't really get perfect flank. It won't let me... Okay,
That's okay.
we'll call it
You're
there.
I see.
And I'm gonna try and do sneak attacky. Cut me some slack because it's been a while since I've done this. Wait, no. So 13 hit? Wait, no. 14.
Ah. Yes. Correct.
Okay. Cool. Alright, I'm going to roll some damage. 4 sneak attack dice. And...
Probably put drench
7,
in. Is somebody screen sharing? Okay, just making sure. Drench, I'm
I am,
sorry.
ma'am.
I'll give you a token.
13. So that's 13 piercing damage plus what is my flame tongue dagger's damage? Hang on. 13 plus what is that?
Flame tongue should be 2d6 normally.
Oh, I'm sorry. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. What did you say? 2d6?
If it's a flame tongue, yeah.
Okay, so it's 17 piercing damage plus 2, 8 fire damage.
Oh no, wait. Drench is behind me,
There-
so I'm in front.
Hurting, piercing.
One, two,
And 8 fire.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Oh,
Plus 4, 16, 17, 18, 19 piercing damage. Plus, what did I say for fire? 6? No, 8. 8 fire and 18 piercing damage.
Oh. God.
What?
Shade lost power.
That should
Oh
have just lost power.
no! I was too focused on trying to remember how to do math.
We'll definitely keep note of that damage real quick.
Okay. I'm pulling up a calculator. This is embarrassing.
I was gonna say, why don't you pull the calc?
19. Okay. 19 piercing damage. Listen,
19
I
piercing
panicked. I
and
couldn't
8
remember.
fire.
8 fire, yes.
Okay.
That's good.
And then I would like to go for a bonus attack as well. Actually, I'm gonna disengage.
Okay. So, you're hitting this thing that's on Matthew's face, correct?
Correct. Yeah. And then I pecked off after.
So, you hear a little bit of a shriek from the actual creature. But Matthew,
Yeah.
you find yourself feeling a burn and a pierce as you take 12 points of damage. You take 8 points of piercing damage and 4 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
Well, yes.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. He just has a new cut on his face.
I'm so sorry.
Glad I'm up here.
You said 8 and 4, right?
Yes.
So 12 total.
12. Yes. Oh, yay.
Hi, I'm
Sure.
back.
Yay.
I don't. As things, power went out. All right, give me like 5 seconds and I can get my stuff back up. I don't know if it's my turn.
No, you're good. You
Uh,
just
it's
missed me
not,
trying
don't
to
worry.
count.
Okay, cool. That's fine.
You disengage, but Matthew, you are taking more damage. And maybe you do hear some more grunt of pain from Matthew as you do this. And as the thing on your face, Matthew, it keeps constricting on you. But then you hear from off the field, you hear like the ooh from Bo and the mayor as Betty goes, ah, there it goes. You activated it. Good job. And we will now go to Alloy. What are you doing, Alloy?
I'm.
What just happened on that turn to activate it?
They just stabbed him. They
friendly
stabbed
fire.
in his face. Right in his face.
I was
Alloy's
stabbing
gonna
the
start
blob.
laughing. Alloy's gonna keep laughing, and as they laugh, more and more little giggly tears are gonna start falling. So as a bonus action, I'm gonna start bawling my eyes out. I don't know if I'm allowed to edit. Hold on, a circle 10. Save changes. Bam. I'll move forward first. I'll move forward like a couple of feet while giggling and then start crying laughing. And now I have a little bubble around me where if you're nearby, you're going to start to be splashed with my tears and they will hurt. So I'm raining. I'm a rain cloud. So I'm going to continue moving forward so that only the little blob is going to continuously be affected by this. But technically, Matthew and Meg are going to need to take just a little bit of damage. But so will the little guy. And me. I take 1 damage, and then you guys take 3.
Just automatically?
Yes, actually. It's a rain cloud, acid rain, baby. That's bonus action and movement, and then my main action. I'm not gonna spend an entire turn just laughing. I'm gonna cast Spike Growth on the little dot that I placed.
Okay. How much
I'm just-
damage did the blob take?
The blob takes 3. It's my proficiency bonus for each turn that it's in my little guy, but it's only when it's my turn it updates. So they can get out of it next turn and they won't need to take any damage. Like if they move out on this turn before it's my turn again.
Okay.
Yes. And it is. Let me double check it is radiant damage.
The not acid damage.
Not acid. It's radiant.
Okay.
I just said acid rain because that's kind of like what. Because normally there isn't radiant rain in real world, but that's what it is.
Makes sense. Okay, so yes, as Alloy begins to laugh their ass off, cloud does form, starts radiating this very acidic substance, getting Maithrin. Hey, new ship name, Maithrin. Maithrin. Briefly.
Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot. Since it is spike growth, spike growth can like look a little different depending on who's casting it sometimes. So with the little like golden raindrops coming out from Alloy as they're crying, you're gonna see the ground starts to like crack upwards a little bit into what looks like coastal riptides. So the ground is like spike growth, but it's like a rocky shoreline with these golden raindrops falling around where I am but the shoreline continuing where the spike growth is.
Yes. Okay. So, with that, well, yes, Matthew, you also take an additional 1 point of radiant damage.
I rolled a 14 for it, so don't know if the DC, what is the DC, but yes. Oh yeah. So 1 more point, so that makes it. Yeah. Okay. For HP.
Yes, you can include that with the original roll. You don't have to reroll. But yes,
Got it.
no, yeah. Despite having a creature on your face, I think you're doing well. Okay,
'Kay.
so, and your turn. We have Drench. What would you like to do? You are Basil. You're this token. So let me know where you want to move.
I'm gonna go up right behind where
muffled.
Maven is. Mother! Oh no, that's good. Oh,
Hello.
is it better now? I'm sorry.
No, you're still muffled.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay, that's better.
I'm gonna go up right behind where Mavrin is.
Mhm.
And
And
30 feet. Are all of these creatures within 30 feet of where I'm at? Would you say? I can't
Yeah,
measure
yes.
it myself.
You're by the green, the purple, the red, and the orange. Yes, but the pink and the yellow are too far.
I didn't even know there was a pink and yellow. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I'll-
that's fine.
I'll do
I'll deal with these ones. I'm gonna cast Bane at 2nd level and hit all of them. So they have to make a Charisma saving throw.
Okay.
I've placed a little brown circle around this. That's the spectral perimeter, as we're all in difficult terrain.
Right. We have a 13 for. I'll roll for each of them. Red got a 13. Ooh. Green got a 2, so I assume it fails. And purple got a 15.
Alright. And then I think the orange one as well I can hit.
Oh, yes, the orange. My bad. Whoa! The orange one got a 9. I assume all those
Right.
fail.
My thing is 14, so one of them does
Yeah.
succeed.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna look up at everyone, all the people that are up there, and be like, just give them a look like, what is going on? And that's it. That's all I got right now.
What's Bane again? I'm sorry.
Bane, basically, everyone who failed, they have a D4, a negative 1d4 to all attack rolls and saving throws that they make.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Cecilia goes, this is what they are designed for. They are designed for people who will fight back. So, just keep doing what you're doing. And then, it is the blob's turn. Okay.
Could I try and make like a really quick check just to gain insight on what happened when Matthew took my damage? Like, did they wince or something?
Well, yes, because they were injured by your acid rain.
By the
Yeah.
the radiant consumption. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Alloy was just looking, and was there anything other than just them taking damage, or was like that's my question, because
I would
I
say-
didn't know if there was an extra roll there because it was radiant damage or something weird.
I would say, I think, given that Matthew's face is being ripped apart, that you can't
he's-
really tell.
He's
Okay,
very
yeah, they're
much focused on his hand, just trying to pull at that slime on their face, just
Yeah.
trying as best as they can.
Yes.
You've almost got it, like almost.
Mhm.
Okay. So, Matthew,
Yeah.
as this thing is still stuck to your face, it's going to use its bonus action, stop resisting. I need
Oh.
you to make another strength saving throw for me.
Is it a disadvantage for this one or regular?
No, regular.
Okay. Oh! That's an 18 plus 1, so 19.
Okay, no worries at all. It does continue to stretch over your body now. So it's gonna use the second part of its please comply action to make you make a constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'm good at those. I should be fine, totally fine. And then it's the attack. Okay, that's 13 plus 7, so dirty 20.
Okay, so you guys start to see that this blob is starting to stretch not only all over Matthew's face, but down his neck, down his chest, in his hair. It's starting to grow all over him, like expand itself over him. And Matthew,
Yes, sir.
you take 5d8 halved damage. 6, 7, 13.
So how much damage?
13 plus 13 is 26. Plus 26 plus 8, 34 halved.
34 half, that's...
Acid damage.
34 half, that's 15, that's 17. That's the damage. Let me just check real fast a spell. Would I be able to cast to use Hellish Rebuke, which I need to check something. Because I don't think
On Alloy.
I can't. No. Would you say I can't do verbal component as it's kind of in my mouth?
Correct.
Okay, no, I'm cooked. So 17 acid damage, and his arm tries to wreak in flame, but there's no word that goes into the ether to really brings the magic. So nothing happened. One reaction. So minus 17. Boom. Yeah.
Okay, so Mayrin and Kadani, you both see the substances approach you, and Alloy, this red one, approaches you.
Uh-oh. How far down is he? Can he jump? Can these things jump?
Yes, they can. They are
Uh-oh.
leaping towards each one of you. I need all of you to make a strength saving throw, please.
All of us.
Woo!
Oh no, not you, Matthew. You're good.
I,
Except for
Alloy,
Drench. No, yeah, Drench is fine.
That is
Alloy
a
wipes their
14.
brow, rolls a d20.
How much movement
I'm
did
grabbing
they?
my camera.
Oh wait,
They are in spike growth. How much movement did they?
everyone
They
forget what I was
schmoof.
saying.
Oh.
Everyone forget what I was saying. They're blobs. They're not affected by difficult terrain.
But are they
Um,
still affected by moving? Because they will still take 1d4 damage in spike growth. They just will
2d4
do it
damage.
quicker. Oh, 2d4. Alright. They'll just
yes,
do it
the-
faster.
The red and green one does. Okay,
I
sorry.
stick my tongue out at them.
Kadani, does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
They are
Maybe.
both two, so
True. They need to subtract 1d4.
21 minus. What's 21 minus 4? 18?
It still hits, yeah.
Okay. I assume alloy A5 does not hit you.
We're good.
Okay.
Stay
Maybe-
down.
Do we still need the strength
Stop
saving throw or
resisting.
no?
Oh, 1 second. Does a 19 hit you, Maver?
Yeah, I believe so. Yep.
Okay, now you can make a strength saving throw. Kadani, you can re-roll your strength saving throw.
19.
Can I give myself? I'm gonna give myself Bardic. Is that okay?
Sure. Yeah.
Actually, no. It's not my turn. I can't do that. Can I?
Yeah. If it
Yeah.
requires you to be on your turn and it's not a reaction. And
Shit.
alloy.
I should have gone with my
you
previous one.
That's okay. Alloy. When this blob tries to leap at you, it misses you by just a hair. But yes, it does
Gross.
take whatever damage for the spike growth. Roll twice for both the red and the green one, and then just put it in chat, and I'll take note of it. Okay. Okay, Maven, what did you get for your strength saving throw?
19.
Cool. Alrighty. So. Cool. Maven, you take, as it hits your face, you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as it hits your face and starts to actually travel a little bit further down your body, as it just seems like it's trying to give you a really nice tight hug as it starts to expand over your body. Kadani.
Mr. Mayor, do you normally go for the protesters' faces?
Kadani, you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage. And as it starts to stretch over your body, not only does it expand across your chest and around your neck and up your neck and up your chin, trying to go into your mouth, it also starts to expand even more and actually shoots itself down to the ground underneath you. And you can feel a very tight pull and a tug as you are now restrained.
Can I use my reaction to do my my little dirty fighting trick? Made you look?
You can.
Pakistan.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go stupid zombie bitch. And they have to roll a dex saving throw. The DC is 8 plus 8 plus what's my dex? 4 plus 3. So 15 for DC.
we said mine is a D4 because they're banged.
What was that?
So
Yes,
minus a D4 because they're big.
And is this for the thing that's attached to you
Yeah.
or attached to? Woo! 3. Ooh. Dirty 20 minus 1 is a 19.
Yeah. Okay. They are not distracted, and I cannot disengage until next turn. My next turn.
Okay, yes. And let's see. 1 7.
I have an awful idea.
So Kadani, one last thing. Along with sustaining that damage, can you make and being restrained, can you make another strength saving throw for me?
Can do. And can I also do the Hellish Rebuke? Since I took damage.
Yes, and it hasn't covered your face yet, so since I specified it didn't cover your face.
Yay. Alright. She's gonna do the Hellish Rebuke for about looks like just have to do a dexterity saving throw. Otherwise we'll take about 10 damage.
Ooh, 6 plus Bane, so 5 for the dexterity saving throw.
So yeah, that's about 10 damage on that one.
Lovely.
And you said another strength saving throw, correct?
Yes, and you also take 5 points of fire damage.
Okay. Well, I'm a tiefling. I have that, right?
Yes,
Okay, so that is 2.
pretty sure they're resistant to fire damage, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's half, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So strength is gonna be 9. Baby girl
Okay.
ain't strong.
Yeah, unfortunately, the DC for this was 12. Everything that is on your person is now not on your person. As the substance begins to unravel anything that was outside of your person, starts to dig itself into your pockets and everything that was within it. So your armor is still on if you had armor, but your weapons, your violin if you had it, any knives, whatever, are now on the floor beneath you.
I see enough
Um,
to know where this is going.
Okay, so yes, that's their turn. Now it is Kadani's turn. This thing is still on you, and you're restrained.
All right. I wonder if this will work. And she is going to cast Polymorph on the blob that is on her. And is gonna be a wisdom saving throw. And she's going to try to turn him into a rat.
What saving throw? Sorry.
Wisdom saving throw.
Ooh. Oh, definitely fails. Definitely fails the saving throw.
Alright, and he's going to try to turn the blob into a rat. Does that succeed? Uh-oh.
Hmm?
Okay, so she's polymorph aiming to turn him into a rat. And does that work?
Yes, I definitely failed its wisdom saving throw.
Okay, cool. So she's no longer restrained.
Correct.
Alright, coolio.
Oh shit, a rat!
And let's see here. Bear with me a second. All right. All right. For bonus action, we are going to throw. Let's see here. Throw a bardic to Mavrin. So extra a 1d8 for anything of your choosing. And Donnie is gonna kind of like back up a little bit.
Oh, never mind. I'm done.
Yes, you see that the slime that was all over you, it shrinks down and it flies off of you, and the gloopy green pinky bits start to mold and shift and change into a tangible rat that is now at your feet. Looking around confused, and all of you can actually see that the other groups are having a little bit of a hard time as well, but some of them are also making their own as well, standing on their own.
I will say Donnie is going to grab her sword, because that's the most important thing, as well as her violin. And is gonna go ahead and get ready for some spells.
Okay. I will say that this orange one, since it was turned to rat, runs off and is no longer a part. Runs off in fear.
Oh my god. You better keep concentration. That thing might be a ruckus in the rat sewers.
That was it, Kadani.
Yes, that is it for her turn. She is kind of a little bit backed off for a second. Got her sword, got her violin, and is getting ready. Yeah.
Yeah, you hear about say, yeah, that's the spirit, as another squad member from a different squad across the way has fully just taken it upon themselves to use their magic, and you see electric bolts coming from their hands as the blob just starts to bounce around and slowly disintegrate. And so now it is Matthew's turn. Matthew, the blob, so on your face. Look it off. It burns. It stings. Everything. You're overstimulated.
Overstimulated? God, that's the worst. Mavrin's glob is on her face, correct? No?
I think it's
Well, it's not
hugging
on
her.
her face, but it's hugging her around her torso.
Oh, okay. So she. Okay. That does change a little bit. My move, as Matthew is kind of fighting to fight and pry off that thing from him, he's gonna have a slight moment where he's able to put his finger in his mouth and just pull it briefly so that Mavrin can hear him as he shout, "Attack it, damn it!" Damn it.
What do you think I'm trying to do?
Oh, this is such a... Oh, what did I say, man? That's disgusting. But, Mavrin... Oh, no, you... Never mind. You already used a reaction, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Then nothing happened. Never mind. As he says that, and the glob returns in his mouth, immediately, we're gonna do a super round of healing from Matthew. As his arm will, the rune of his arm will kind of breathe in flame, but this time inward, as he's gonna use quickened healing. Basically, which is you spend 2 key points to roll one of your martial dice, which is a d4 plus proficiency on healing. And I'm gonna do Accenture to do it twice, as well as a second wind, which is gonna be a total round of 4 key points. 4 key points in Accenture, and about a d10 for bonus action, which result in 2d4 plus 6 for key healing, which is 6 plus 6, so 12 healing first. 12 healing. No, fuck. Plus 12, and a d10 of healing for a 6 plus fighter level, which is 4, so 6 for 10. So he is back at 55 as flame kind of breathes into his body and tries to burn away the slime from within, not damaging it, but just trying to keep him alive for a brief instant longer. And I think he will try to move 5 feet out of the circle, which I believe is going to take 2d4 damage. Which is total 5 damage. Hooray! So brings him out to 50. So as he walks, he's stumbling, can't see really where he's going, stepping on the spikes that have grown around him, complaining, muffling. But then he'll try to be next to Kadani, and I'm assuming the slime follow him on his face. Purple slime. And I think that's gonna be his turn. Yeah, I think that's a pretty full turn.
Okay, lovely. So we're back at the top of the round for Maven. This thing is still wrapped around your body. What are you doing? Oh, actually. Okay, never mind. I misread. Go ahead.
Question. Misty Step.
Yes.
If there's a creature grappling me, I mean, am I being grappled technically?
Yeah, technically it's grappling you in a way.
Can I cast
Yes.
Misty Step if I'm being grappled?
Yeah.
Does that mean the creature that's on me comes with me?
I think that's a different spell, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no. If that was the case, oh my god, I would
Okay.
love Misty Steps so much.
So
It's a solid
You're-
way to
that's-
escape a
then
grapple.
so then I am going to use the Misty Step that comes with the breastplate my father gave me. And I am
Oh.
going to go
Nice.
over here. Let's say. I'm gonna Misty Step. Oh, actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna go right there. Yeah, as my bonus action. So I am not being grappled anymore.
Correct.
Awesome.
And that green guy falls to the ground, making the spike growth take more damage.
And then
I like these tricks.
And then I still have my normal movement speed, right? Misty Step is a separate thing. I'm not a caster.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I am going to approach this one, and I'm going to try and attack it.
Lovely.
8 plus.
His armor class is 11. So
Okay,
I think
so then I hit, and let's see. I'm using a calculator this time to save myself the trouble. Not a practice with math. 3 plus 2 plus 4 plus... What did we say? We said 2d6 for the fire damage, right? No, that's bonus action. No, never mind. Okay, so then that is 18 piercing damage.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Okay. So yes, as you go ahead and go for the lunge, for the swipe, if you will, this cute little face as you approach it, and you slice through it. You see the slice through its blob body, but then it sutures back almost immediately. But then it turns slowly to you and screeches as it has a cute, angry face now. But 'tis now Alloy's turn.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. This is so funny. I have a great idea now. They're gonna move forward, well, actually backwards 10 feet. Hopefully this little green guy doesn't do anything. Actually, wait, they are still floating, so they've moved 10 feet. How far can I reach with my little guy here? Far enough. They are going to reach over to Purple and like a fake little fishing rod, they're gonna thorn whip their hair over to Purple Goop and thorn whip Purple Goop and try and pull them back into the spike growth.
Sure. Is that a saving throw, or is that
Or that's
Just a spell,
thorn
just a-
whip spells. You create the log vitey thorn theme. The creature takes
Oh, yes.
1d6. And if the creature is larger or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet.
okay? Roll for damage, and it did fail. So, Matthew,
Oh.
finally, you hear some relief of some air as it's being pried off of your face like some sort of weird adhesive glue. What's the
Okay.
damage for that thorn whip?
Yeah, let me just flex my big, strong alloy muscles. 0.
0 damage.
It didn't do any damage. It's 2d6 and -2.
Okay. So, yes. Cool. Pulled. As it travels, I'll go ahead and roll damage for that. So that I can do is melody. 3
It's actually worse than a whip. It's
plus 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. Purple's not looking good at all. As it whimpers and it wheezes as it's being tugged by this thorn whip. Anything else you
because I'm
want to do?
crying still. Does it now enter my cry space and take 3
Yes, it
radiant
does.
damage?
Yes, it does. Yes, it will.
Ha ha ha! I'm so weak. I'm crying, and now it's your problem.
Like you're like sound like a baby as it's being pulled towards you. Anything else?
That is my action, my movement. I can now use my ranger gathering swarm to try and make it move more. So these little like lightning bugs from this thorn whip attack, as my hair lassos around it, the lightning bugs try to continue and pull it further. This is a attack, a strength saving throw that they need to make against
Okay.
my ranger DC, which is a 15.
17 minus Bane. Oh. Minus Bane. 17 minus.
-2 or 3.
It is minus 3.
Yes. Okay, it gets moved 15 more feet through spike growth outside of my crying distance. So now if it wants to crawl next to me crying, it'll get cried on again.
The purple one?
Yeah, purple one is 15 feet away from me
Okay, so that's
through
3,
spike growth.
7. Plus. Yeah, you see that as it's being dragged over these spikes and this foliage, it just starts to slowly rip apart and disintegrate into the floor.
I hope you like Riptide. And then Riptide plays.
As it dissolves. Okay. Is that all?
That will be all, yes.
Okay. As Betty shouts, "See, y'all are doing wonderful!" Drench, it is your turn.
He's just gonna, when she says that, just like shoot her a look like, oh my gosh. And then he's gonna turn back to Matthew and say, that was good. Now let's get up and back in the fight. And he's gonna cast as a bonus action. So you're gonna get 6 hit points. Heal 6 hit points.
Hell yeah.
Not much.
That's fine. That's plenty enough.
But he's going to turn and face the one directly above him. And he's gonna snap his finger, and as it does, there's a little spark of radiance, and he's gonna throw it at it, and I'm gonna do Word of Radiance as an action. It's a cantrip, so it has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, everyone is still up, correct?
Correct.
Okay, just make it. 16, mine.
Pray to your gooey god.
15.
Batch. That succeeds. So yeah, it does nothing. The cantrip doesn't do anything.
No.
Okay, would you like to move at all? You will be damaged by the spike growth.
Yeah, just back and to the right a little bit, downwards towards the other two. Yeah, right about there.
Okay, so you take with the spike growth 6 plus 5, 11 points of damage.
Hey,
Plus 5.
Okay.
So the dice.
Because Sela
plus 5.
said 2d4 per space that the person moves.
Oh,
within.
it was 2. Yeah, right,
Oh,
right.
yes,
Never
yes,
mind.
yes.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Why are you
That's
questioning my DMing skills?
Well,
No,
no,
you
at
said
first I was like, oh,
one
it's 1
number that could have
cube.
been the dice and one that couldn't be the dice, and that it was both. of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dice.
I was like rolling a D6. I was like, oh, no, please, no.
Drench, is that your turn?
Yes. Before I do that, let me one last thing. I have to roll Constitution saving throw. Just for concentration. Yeah, that's good. That's it. It's a 12.
Okay. It is now the blob's turns. As Maven. No. I lied. Never mind. Nothing happens. Okay. So this yellow one over here, as it was sort of traveling towards your direction, and as it's seemingly observant, sentient somehow, it then also gets a very angry face and starts to screech. And Betty closes her ears. She goes, "That's new and maybe slightly concerned." And the mayor goes, "What's going on?" And as you see this one yellow blob and all the others start to rush toward it, maybe you can make an attack of opportunity if you'd like. Rush towards this yellow blob, this red one will stay put. As it does this, you see that this substance, all these tiny little blobs with cute little faces, start to consume each other, adding up their mass. And then it becomes a large blob again, just a puddle, but then it starts to grow and expand and materialize on its own and grow, and it starts to the blob, as it's bubbling up and it's swelling, it starts to grow one arm and another, and another, and another as two legs start to rise up and manifest each other within itself.
Auto
You-
cannibalism? Mayor, it's like your
This
goddamn administration.
As it opens its goopy mouth, no remnant of the face anymore, and it roars. And as it does, you see that from its body, it sheds sort of just like spatterings of itself everywhere as it activates call for backup. And it's we've got you surrounded action. Give me 1 second. As it moves
Is the rat back?
closer to here. And I love this creature.
How tall is this thing?
Oh my god.
Oh.
What do you
How tall is
mean
it?
I
30
don't like that circle. I
It's
don't
a
like that
30
circle.
30
No.
radius? What do you mean?
You,
A
you
girl-
just hear
It
screaming
better not be
coming from
35.
Kadani.
If
Like,
it is 35, I'm gonna piss my pants.
Does of the other groups who are just about done killing their stack of the bunch of these sticky things, as your leaders on the bench start to widen their eyes, and as
Better not be
these
35.
it creates sort of a rain of itself.
No.
And it so I need Drench, Kadani, Alloy, and Matthew to make a dexterity saving throw.
Also,
Sexy.
you said I could do an attack of opportunity, right?
Yes, with that one yellow one.
Yes. You said their DC was
Okey-dokey.
2 or AC was 12, 11.
11.
Okay, I beat that. So that is 18 piercing damage.
Lovely.
Take every bit we can get right
Good.
now.
Do I get to roll just flat? I'm rolling flat.
hey.
Mia?
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
flat?
roll.
Okie dokie. Let me double my Dexy.
I
Shay.
get a 5.
I got a 7.
Yay!
27.
Okay.
I turn into a cloud of hair. I'm a truffle tree right now.
I got 25.
Let's go.
Makes sense. So, this I'll take 5
56.
Oh, 5d8 acid damage, but it has a little bit of bonuses since it's a larger creature now.
Oh no.
Plus
Please, no. I beg of you.
22. 4 times. Kadani and Alloy, you take 22 points of acid damage. Matthew, you take 44.
Holy shit.
I'm assuming I'm a part of that 44 damage as well.
Correct, yes.
Yay!
44
Oof.
That is me.
Fucking call the creatures off!
Uh,
I do want to clarify. I am eating shit on a nat 20.
Well, yes, if you succeed, you take half as much damage.
Okie doke. I'm just making sure yeah, I'm just making sure I'm noting the right damage.
The mayor
Alloy
sees it
giggles, gets splashed with acid, and their tears stop.
sees what's happening, sees that Drench and Matthew in particular get severely damaged. He goes, "All right, that's enough. That's enough. How do we sort this?" And Betty goes, "Right, we need electricity and lots of it. Are you able to do that with your wind?" And he's like, "No, not really." And he starts to go over to the things of fire and goes, "All right." And he motions over to that one other squadron member from a different squad who did the lightning bolts. He goes, "On my mark, you do another bolt, all right?" He goes, "Yes." And then all of a sudden, the mayor starts to levitate. And he goes, "Now!" And starts to shock this creature more and more and more and more. As its gelatinous form starts to jiggle and groan and growl. And with that, you see parts of itself start to fall apart and apart and apart. But it's still going. Kadani, it's your turn.
All right. Let's see here.
I should say, a couple of things happened with Alloy's damage. That being, the crying stopped. They fell out of the air. They saved the spike growth concentration. They hit their own spike growth. They lost concentration. In that order. So there's no more spike growth. That circle's gone. And Alloy went from looking so fine to Miss Jones.
Okay, Donnie, it's your turn.
All right. Donnie is going to. Let's see here. Bonus action. Since he is right here, she is gonna go ahead and do healing word on Matthew. That is gonna be.
Where did Drench go?
That's gonna be an extra 5 healing on Matthew.
Drench went home.
Thank you. As he's coughing and acid pouring all over him.
And then Donnie is going to. You're going to try to do polymorph again
Oh yes.
on
yes, yes.
the big guy. We're gonna try to turn. It will be, and she is, since she has her violin, she's going to be utilizing her violin. Which is going to add an extra 2 to her spell. And we're going to try polymorph again. So that's going to be a 16 wisdom saving throw.
And I lost Bane, so it is not baned anymore.
No.
44
No.
points of damage broke my concentration of Bane.
I did get a 21.
Ooh.
So, hey, real fast here, because I do have my reaction.
Mhm.
Silvery Barbs.
Sure. Natural
Is that a
20.
slur?
God damn it!
No.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Hmm.
So that's not working. Then, well, Donnie's gonna go ahead and, she's gonna throw that advantage over to Drench.
Lovely. Okay. You hear Society go, "Everybody remain calm. Please continue to destroy this. Use all of the lightning that you have." And that is Matthew's turn.
However, I have no magic left. So, where's my sheet? There you go. Lightning, man, Matthew definitely has that on him. Absolutely, absolutely. He is a lightning-oriented monk. Yes, yes, yes. We will, as Drench did take a lot of damage, he'll go ahead and say, "Stay in the fight, will you?" And he will roll a Battle Master dice as a bonus action to do a rally, which is going to be 1d8 plus his Matthew's charisma of temp HP on him, which is going to be a total of 9 temp HP for Drench. Is a little bonus action, and Matthew doesn't have much else that he can do safe to kind of go and fight it, so we're gonna risk it, and we're gonna do one action attack against it.
Oh.
As he brandishes flame tongue rapier, and I assume deeply that a 4 plus 7, which makes it a 11 to hit, miss.
Yes, it does.
Has he? You see Matthew stumble, and the acid on his arm kind of hurts, and he fully is unable to kind of bring his sword about. He's really in pain, and that's gonna be his lovely turn.
Okay. As a reaction, it's going to
Oh, brother.
It's going to lurch towards you. Can you make a dexterity saving throw?
Certainly can. Certainly can. Oh, that's better. That's gonna be 18.
Okay. It tries to swipe towards you, but you duck and roll all the way really fast as to say this. That's right, remain calm. Use your strengths. Keep working together. Maverick, get in there right now. And it's your turn.
Planning on it. And
Try not stabbing him
Everyone's-
in the face again.
everyone's just ordering me around today. Jeez. I am going to use my fancy footwork to dash as a bonus action, and I'm going to go here. What is that? Who's doing that? That was scary. I don't like that. Get away from me.
45 radius fireball. Casual.
Fuck you. Okay,
Sorry.
and then let's see. I am going to roll to hit. Stop that.
That's
try-
Mia.
Mia. I'm gonna try and hit. Does a 17, 18, 19, 24 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay. That is. Calculator it up because I suck at math. 4 plus 3 plus 4. 21 piercing damage.
Ooh.
And I'm trying to see. Can I disengage still? No. Can I? The bonus action? I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've played. No, you know, I'm gonna stay here in case people want to flank. Yeah, okay, staying there.
Yes, lovely. Okay, yes. You see, some of you may have seen that the person who was casting lightning bolt on the creature, it has ceased, and you look over to the person as they are on their knees, exhausted from their magical powers, being drained a little bit from using that much power, and it's a new round. I'm gonna use its reaction for I am the law.
It has another? Oh no. Oh no.
Maybe it's going. In its fit of hurt is going to lurch towards you as well. Make a dexterity saving throw.
I should have ran away. Okay. But I wanted to be good, Maeve. Stupid. 16, 17, 18, 23.
Yes, you also dodge out of the way as its hand goes towards you. Alrighty, now we have Alloy in the rotation.
Ow. Man, okay. Come here often. They say to the little red guy.
I was about to say, yes, the red blob is in fact still there.
Okay. They're gonna point at the big one while staring the little one in the eyes. And they're just gonna throw like pocket sand at the big one and cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
So there's just a square on the big boy, so that y'all should have advantage trying to hit him now. Just wail on him. Watch your mom die.
How big is Fairy Fire of us?
I think it's a 20-foot square.
Is it centered on him?
It's not. It's so that they're not in it. I want only big boy on it. So if I have to splash the mayor in the face with Fairy Fire in order to only get a corner of this thing on this big boy, I will take anything but my buddy's getting some glitter in the face right now.
You might get the mayor, but that's okay. You're good.
Yeah, no, the mayor can take catch.
He can take it.
And yeah, it's gonna be that. I'm gonna stay still. That's gonna be my whole turn, but I am trying to intimidate the little red one into stopping their fight.
Okay, and Fairy Fire is
There. Wonderful. Try not stepping in that.
and Fairy Fire is
Oh, it's giving them advantage on attacks against big man in the box.
If it fails,
They
it's saving throw. Yeah.
If it fails, yeah. Oh, yes.
It's not a lingering box.
That is the target, though. So yeah, the mayor. We get to find out the mayor's spell save for this now. It's a 15. I think it's a wisdom, right, for Fairy Fire.
Do you have this?
I'm triple checking. I thought that it was. If it fails, Fairy Fire. If a dexterity saving throw, it's based on my wisdom. I'm saying the wisdom for the save, not the save for the wisdom.
That's a 24 for dexterity for the creature.
Okay, creature's doing fine. How's the mayor?
Ooh. No, my king. He got an 11.
Okay, yeah, the mayor gets glitter in the eyes, and the creature just flaunts it off.
And he's going to make concentration because he was holding the creature back. Got a 3. So, with his air vortex, he loses concentration as he gets glitter in the eyes. Okay. So now the creature is not being held back, but it does look very, very hurt. You guys are doing very good. Okay, Dretch, it is now your turn. Drench, it is now your turn. You're muted.
Thank you. I forgot. Would you say this is technically a construct?
Define construct.
In the terms of D&D and creature stat blocks, would you define this as a construct? As a spell that I have cannot affect it?
Is it a construct or a creature?
Well,
Is that what you're asking?
No, a construct being like a golem of some sort would be a construct.
Oh, okay.
But
Rather than like an abomination being like abyssal like ooze or some weird shit
Yeah.
like that.
I'm pretty sure ooze is a
They
creature
are-
type.
They are not a construct. Yes, because
They're not.
Ooze variant. Yes.
Okay. Well, Drench is ticked, and he's gonna put his staff on the ground, and I don't want to say in like a Dragon Ball Z kind of motion, but he's gonna gather his hands together, and they're gonna blacken a little bit, and he's gonna release Blight at 4th level into this thing. So it has to make a save, which isn't super good, but Constitution 14 saving throw.
Sit down. Constitution. Okay. 16.
16 fudge. Okay, so it takes half damage, but let me roll the damage for it. Half of 37 hit points. So that 15 plus 3? 15, 18?
18. What type of damage is that?
It is necrotic damage.
Perfect. Yeah, it's pretty much, it looks like a weakened state now. Like it was nice and bulbous and round with smooth edges. Now it's like it's very like somebody ruined the jello texture. Somebody dug into the jello. It's very, very hurt.
The jello is now molding.
Yes. Corroded.
That-
corroded.
He's hoping that we do more, but that's okay. It's my action. Bonus action. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run up to it right next to where Matthew is.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action to bite it.
Go.
I have
Bite the
hungry
Great
jaws.
idea.
I don't know what else to do. 17 to hit.
That hits.
And that is 4 piercing damage.
Ow.
Well,
Yep.
you take half of that damage plus 3. 3 plus 11. 14 points of acid damage. But it does, as you bite it, it starts to melt and dissolve into the ground beneath you guys as combat ends and everyone takes.
Don't go into this one. I call this one.
And
And then Alloy hugs the red one.
Did I bite it to death? I'm sorry.
Oh my god, Drench.
His jaws drop.
everyone turns to Betty as she goes, right. So I'll destroy that effective immediately.
No.
worries about that.
I'm already coating the last one in my hair so that it can't be seen by the public.
No, I really think I will. This was incredibly
This-
helpful. Sorry,
know.
y'all.
You did
Are
great.
our clothes okay because it was acid damage, or are our uniform fully ruined?
I'm dyeing my hair with it right now.
Your clothes are okay, but some of
Okay.
you have sustained some burns. And then Meg goes, yes, please, medical unit, you all know where it is. Please clean yourselves off. And thank you so much for participating. I know this was a risk, and now we know. Yes, do destroy that effective immediately, Betty. Thank you.
I think it's a good idea in concept, but not so much in she gestures to everything. Yeah,
Prince?
let's get to the medic.
Drench in
What's-
Pain is going to cast Mass Cure Wounds. Everybody gets 7 hit points. Ow.
Ooh. Nice.
You see the other squads, sort of, some of them hunchbacked from pain, some of them also with pretty bad burns, as they start to walk out of the door. And Cecilia goes, "Wonderful job, everybody. I will take note of these, all right? Get some rest."
Where's this one's keeper? And she gestures to Alloy.
Bo goes, "That is an excellent question." And then it's actually in that moment that you hear, "Have you seen the little one with the long lavender hair? No, no, okay." And you hear from through the door, past some of the squad members that are trying to go out, being nudged by her. "Ah, hello. There you are." And
I got gooped.
No more talking.
as you guys,
Can you take care of it, please?
who was he saying that to?
To the what's the word? The caretaker. That I think this was. Yeah.
As he goes, "That's strike two." She goes, "Yes, no, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I was just gone for 1 second." As she walks over to Alloy and grabs Alloy's hand very gently. "Hey, don't run off like that, all right?"
You're really nice.
"Oh, thank you, honey." As she starts to walk you towards the door.
Okay, does it come with me?
The blob?
The blob.
No. In fact, Betty walks over to it and tries to wrangle it into the little tiny beaker.
I'll think about him. And then I leave. I'll follow along.
Are
You got it, Betty?
"Yeah, I got it. I'm real sorry about that again, y'all. I did not know who was gonna do that. It's kind of crazy and wild."
it's fine.
Well, if we ever have a monster we need to unleash upon the populace, that's probably the ticket. We probably should get rid of that before our lovely protesters hear about it.
And he goes, "Yes, we don't need any more bad publicity," as he starts to float down to the ground and walks
To
over
be fair, one, ouch. Two, if we had something like that for, say, a siren attack, it probably would have been a little helpful, but other than that, I think maybe not on people.
It could be a rather useful contribution to defense of the city, but the practical use against civilian, I would even suggest to not partake in it.
And speaking of civilians, why on earth did we allow one to participate in this exercise? May I say that the majority of the damage that I took today was from them, which is not their fault because they're not trained. It was incredibly dangerous for them.
Probably
Mhm.
should not have done. That's my bad.
As you'll heard me say, I did not want this person to participate in this experiment. However, I am not one to strip one's consent away from them, their autonomy. That's not my job. If they wanted to participate,
Whatever you say.
Yeah.
Maeve looks very pissed.
Think we need to go to the medic tent. The guys are looking like shit. I am feeling like shit. I need to let you know of something here. Preferably as soon as possible when we get the chance.
yeah, meet me in my office when you guys are all patched up.
Sounds good.
As they're sorry.
Okay, we're good.
As everyone turns to leave and we're all walking away, Drench is just like, my mouth tastes like iron. Ah, I
Tell
don't know.
me,
I don't know.
I had that thing in my mouth for way too long.
Can I also say that Donnie did pick up all the rest of her items before she left too?
Yes, yes, of
Okay,
course.
good. Okay.
The aura coming from Bo and the Mayor as you guys leave was very palpable as well. But you guys head over to the medic, and they are able to treat your wounds both magically and not if you decided not to. But yes, Alloy is also there in the presence as you guys are getting patched up. As Matthew and Nurse walks over to you with a salve and takes a look at your fleshy arm and starts to very gently with a gloved hand go over it. All the rest of you are getting bandages wrapped around you or getting fed healing potions, I mean.
Alloy is notably just collecting any healing potions that they're being handed, but not drinking them.
Donnie's taking all the help she can get.
Yeah. Heal me up, baby.
Same here from Matthew.
Yeah.
I'm fucking with my trinkets over here.
He was at 24 HP. Well, 17 before the last heal.
It was at 7.
Well, you had 10 HP though.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
that's what I
Alloy,
needed.
Alloy looks like shit. They definitely look like they need a potion. They're just holding back for now.
I know you should let them treat you.
What?
I don't know. It doesn't really taste too good. I also haven't been really like logged into the databases yet, so I don't know if I should be taking any unprescribed things, you know?
Then suit yourself.
Your choice.
Mm-hmm.
I eat my own good berry.
So, as you guys are getting patched up, you guys start walking back to the main lobby of the city hall. But as you do, you pass by the coroner's office and you see that the paper is no longer there.
Oh, finally. And I assume at this point, Alloy's been picked up by their caretaker.
Yes.
Okay.
Going home from school.
Yeah. Mom, pick me up. I'm scared.
And then they poisoned me.
Oh gosh. But Donnie's going just like, oh, thank God they're open.
Shall we stop in?
Yes, please. I'd like to look at this autopsy.
Let's do it.
Real quick here, Meg, can you say something?
Am I
Anything?
muted?
No, you're not muted. It just, for some reason, your web camera was not matching your audio for a second.
Oh, weird.
It
Is it
seems
better
to be
now?
working now.
Okay. Robot.
I was good.
As you guys are walking all together, you are met with a room that is very much sort of like a ICU sort of situation. There are a lot of different curtains where you can assume there are stretchers or something equivalent to them behind this one person who's just standing there in the middle of it all. Alan person, my bad. It's that Alan person, with very small wings, considering Alan, as they are looking down at sort of a clipboard with the quill in their hand, and catch light of you with their glasses at the tip of at the bridge of their nose as they say, "Ah, welcome in. What can I do you for?"
We just wanted to check in and see if the autopsies for the Joneses were completed yet.
Ah, yes, the Joneses, yes. The attendant last night informed me that you would be stopping in Squadron Wyvern, correct?
That is correct.
Right. All right, follow me, if you will. Please do not touch anything unless you are sanitized. And as they turn around, they sort of go off to another door that's off to the side. And inside of that door is a little bit more of a bleak, a very cold room, a very sterile looking room. The smell of just like pure alcohol in the air. Most things are made of metal in this room, from the little tiny examination tables, nothing on them currently, and all these sorts of instruments and metals, and many different bags that are off into another corner that are filled with who knows what. But they also have labels on them and little parchment papers attached to them. And you see that this person says, "My name is Dr. Broadcast, by the way. I don't think we've ever met before." And takes off the paper from one of the bags, and starts walking over to you. "A very curious case indeed. I was indeed the one who had examined both of them. Here are my findings." And as they sort of just swipe through all the papers, it says, and he says, "Neither of the Joneses had any intoxicating amount of substances in their bloodstream. As I know, that was sort of suspected. We did some blood testing for that. Nor were either of them under any magical substances either, given the dilations in their blood vessels and their brains." And then he goes, "Modifications or enhancements also were not in the equation," and starts to flip through. "The fingerprints on the knife do confirm that the murder weapon was used by Ricky as he was sent in for fingerprinting and blood testing for the blood that was on the knife. However, the blood that was found on him in the mouth and the chest region found it to be both of his own and his wife's, Maybelle's." And as he starts to flip through some more, and yes, the scratches that were found on his face were quite interesting, as they were his own. We found some skin cells underneath his own fingernails that matched his own DNA. But the ones on his arms are where it is different. They were from Maybelle, as we did check underneath her nails to match DNA once again, which, yeah, I'm not the expert here, is a little peculiar if she was trying to defend herself, as the direction of the scratches, as he demonstrates as himself, were of a downward direction this way as such. And then he continues. "And yes, the significant multiple chest wounds that she sustained were in fact plentiful, and is what ultimately killed her. This was the cause of death, her losing blood. While Ricky Beale died from blood loss from the neck stabbed into his jugular." And he flips through again. And these were all of the significant things that we were able to find. Everything else tested and were observed as typical, normal.
By any chance, the scratches that you mentioned to be on Mr. Jones' face, the self-mutilation mark, were there prior or following the wounds of, or the death of Madame Jones? if there is a way
Given-
to conclude.
Yes, given by the I remember it. Estimated time of death seemed to be, yes, that these scratches did occur before the time of death. As you see, there were some signs of irritation that had already shown up. If the body had been dead for a while, then these irritations would not be a factor, as blood flow creates the swelling and the, you know.
And what was the time of death exactly?
We did conclude that it was approximately, they were dead for around about a couple of hours, given 3 to 4, maybe 5. So if this person had found this person early in the morning, then they would have died around 2 to 3 a.m.
And one last thing, I thought someone mentioned there was something funny about Ricky's eyes. They were kind of glazed. Is that correct?
This
Glassy,
seemed-
I believe, right?
they were
Any...
not normal.
Okay.
Yes, it does indicate that Ricky was whatever, visually impaired.
Okay.
And of course, the onset of death worsened the appearance of it.
Okay.
I presume there is no way to conclude if the impairing was of magical origin.
Given the observation of the eye, the examining of it, it's something that he lived with for the majority of his life. It was developmental, not any sort of magical means, as I stated previously.
And the scratches, they do not reach to his eye, correct? Only to the skin surrounding it, correct?
Yes, only to about the cheekbones and down to the jawline.
So the only scratches were on him that were from her were on his arms. And can you tell me again how those scratch marks are aligned again? Like, are they going down? Like, she's scratching down from his elbow to his hand, or is it the opposite way from the hand up?
It is from the top of the forearm down to the wrists.
Okay.
That would kind of match because we could see when we first arrived, she seemed to have bruises on her necks, so probably
Defending herself
Who's-
from being choked.
yes, something like that.
Question would be motive. Why?
And Drench, is there anything that we were missing that we should have asked about?
Not that I picked up when I first went. Just the eyes seemed odd, and they still kind of do if he was an actor, right? Is that what he was?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, it's not
It would-
unheard of for actors to have disabilities.
No, but well, I don't know. I haven't seen many, but I assume if you would know better than me about that, you guys.
Visual impairments have grown very common as he motions towards his own glasses.
Well, I did not mean that way. It seemed more than just something that glasses would fix. Well, I don't think so.
If
Okay,
it's any help, I will.
Oh, I apologize. Continue.
If it is any help or reconciliation, I will say that these sorts of things, a murdering of a loved one in a violent manner, although horrific, not exceedingly rare.
Mhm.
Well, thank you for your assistance.
My pleasure.
Would you be able to keep the body for a certain amount of days? We are still waiting for confirmation as to the capability of speaking with the corpse. Well, looking forward to receive the answer of the next of kin in the following days.
I would be happy to keep the body here for its cap amount of time, which would be around a cycle. However, in terms of using Speak with the Dead, I am afraid that window has closed. Body has been deceased for too long.
Right.
What, Brandon?
I'm not gonna question it. I don't have the spell, so. Not my region.
All right. Anyone have any
Drench,
ideas?
can you make a history check for me?
Okie dokie. Sorry. I'm muted. Oh no, I'm not. Okay. History 17.
Given your history and also the recent history of your conversation with Mark Wiley, you know that there is only a certain amount of time when somebody is recently deceased that you are able to sort of resurrect, revive, speak with them, given the mechanics of how this world works.
Okay.
All right. Does anyone have anything else, or should we move on to meet with Lieutenant?
Nothing else I can think of.
Not on my side, at least.
Okay. So, you guys, Dr. Broadcast does bid you a farewell, and as stated, he is able to keep the body in the facility for a maximum of 7 more days, aka a cycle, before it does have to be discarded of. And so, you guys are heading to Bow?
Yeah.
As we're walking, Trench is gonna like shake his head frustrated and be like, I had the ability to, and I should have done it. I could have kept that lasting longer. I asked
We
them if they
can-
should.
We didn't have the permission of the next of kin. Doing so would have damaged.
Not to speak
The-
with them, just to let that ability to do so last longer. I could have done that.
We were
should have.
advised against it. You did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You're good. You're good. All signs are pointing to a certain conclusion. I don't know if I agree with the conclusion. I want to know why.
I must agree, the self-mutilation part that came prior to the slashing seems odd at best.
Do you think that maybe he thought it was somebody else other than Mabel? I mean, if he may not have seen properly, there was a lot of rage in there, and
It wouldn't have heard her
There's-
voice.
yeah, I don't know. All this is just too confusing.
There seemed to be a lack of motive, at least on the husband part.
if it was the other way around, it would make a little more sense, though still be confusing, but you're right.
Maybe Maybelle said she was going to leave him.
Everyone seems to have so much to say about Ricky. Nobody seems to have anything to say about Mabel.
It is then that you say that you hear the familiar voice of Alloy's supervisor just up ahead. As Alloy, go ahead and make a perception check. As your supervisor continues to tell you, now, like I said, if you need to go to the bathroom, you need to go to the market, you cannot go anywhere without me. I'll admit it was my fault. I should have never left you alone. But also, I'm on a little bit of a thin ice here. I'm one smoke break away from being fired. So, please, let's really stick together this time. You're muted.
I rolled a hot and nasty 9. Whoa.
Okay, so as your supervisor is lecturing you, but also not lecturing you, you do hear footsteps behind you, and you do hear the name Maybelle. As someone who was looking into this person.
How hard is writing? I'm gonna just say out loud to buddy that's walking with me. Like on a scale of 1 to 10.
I guess it just depends on how educated you are, but if you don't do it so often, so I guess a solid 7.
Solid 7. Start writing, and then I'm gonna start just soapbox speeching. I do have something written down if you want me to just yap for a second, but they will do this, and if they continue writing, they're gonna continue just yapping. If you want, this is to your jurisdiction.
Yap about what?
So great question. The stalls are dark and lonely. Write this down. The workers are threatening but honest. Those who try to help, that's you, are scolded and barked down on. When you offer yourself to the system, it will scoff at you and spit you out. Learning is locked behind barriers and laws. I don't know how to read. Those are hopes and dreams, stifled and choked. Those in power are choking you too. I was part of an investigative journalism unit, codenamed Cobalt. A deep green jelly resides somewhere in the locks behind Pyre's mayor. This substance wants to detain and steal, surround and subdue, scream and suppress. If it sounds fearful, you should know it goes for the throat.
All of you guys are hearing this as you can see Alloy and their supervisor in front of you a couple feet away. And she's writing this down on her little notepad. She goes, yeah, I love the passion. I really do. I resonate with some of it. Absolutely. Aren't you a little bit afraid that maybe what you're saying right now is, what do they call it? Misinformation.
I was there, honey.
That doesn't mean a lot in this business.
Okay, well, it will eventually. The mayor themselves neither stopped the exercise nor stopped me from joining the exercise when I was targeted. They continue.
You guys are hearing this.
Can someone give them the location of Dr. Bridges' office?
Yes, please.
Or a detention cell would do the trick too.
Maybe he's gonna smack him on the chest a little. Cruel and unusual punishment.
I believe it's warranted when the divulgation of information about the case is being thrown in public.
On that note, we should probably.
Alright, let's keep heading to the office, I guess.
I'll keep talking. Your supervisor keeps writing, and Squadron Wyvern passes by you as you now notice this
salute.
was the source of the talking and the walking behind you. You guys make your way up to the lobby and, of course, up the stairs for your usual route. Around the corner upstairs to Bo's office. It is closed. I assume you knock.
Yes.
Okay. So,
Thank you, Shay.
knock. And thank you. Yes, thank you, Shay. And you hear a shh from inside. And then heavy footsteps. And opening the door is actually the mayor. He goes, hello, Squadron Wyvern. Come in. And he steps aside. And Bo is sitting on the couch, leaning forward, head in his hands, and then straightens up. All right, yeah. Updates. Lay it on us. And the mayor's like, I was informed of the situation. I saw in the Daily Ignition as well, the coming out of Maybell and Rickabill Jones. Very tragic.
Did you know them firsthand?
No, I did not. With my years as mayor, I have seen a couple of productions that Ricky has been in. He's all.
I see. We've come back from the autopsy.
Yes, what'd you find?
Donnie is going to hand over her notes for what she wrote down for the autopsy. Basically what I dropped in the general tab.
Yeah.
Right. All seems to line up to me. Did you reach out to the father?
No, but I think that our time to speak with the dead has passed anyways, but we will reach out to them to let him know that his child is deceased.
Right. Makes sense. Mayor goes, speak with the dead.
Yes, sir. To try to get more of a further picture of what happened during this crime.
Okay. Do be careful with that, I will say. Just because you have access to the victim or the witness does not mean that they will, one, tell the truth, and number two, really appreciate being resurrected after such a horrific event. That is why we have that rule in place of next of kin.
Yes, sir.
And Bo strains over, he goes, I mean, it says what you guys saw. Seems like took the kitchen from downstairs, went on a rampage, murdered his wife. I will admit.
Sorry.
Okay. Because I will admit that the scratches on his forearm is a little peculiar.
As well as the scratches on Mr. Jones' face, which seem to imply self-mutilation, as you can read.
Yes, were you able to find any other suspects?
Not from what we've investigated so far, no. Nor were we able to find any evidence that somebody besides the other Alloy, I believe their name was in the house.
There are two other people of interest that we should try to locate if possible. Orphan Say and Janice Mock too. But as of right now, it doesn't seem that they are anything more than witnesses to their last interactions in public.
Makes sense. This is. Excuse my informalness, sir. And May goes, no, by all means. He goes, it's just very bizarre. I mean, I can't even imagine, if I might get a little personal here, I can't even imagine this even happening. And they're both in the public eye. And presumably, from what you guys have said with the witnesses and the people who knew them dearly, there would be no real cause for that exceedingly amount of violence against Maybell. But on the other hand, yes, if they were having some sort of marital issues that were unknown to even the ones that were closest to them, and Rickabeel, within his rage, and he just stops talking. It's bizarre.
I feel there's something that we're not quite seeing. We've gotten a lot of information about Ricky, not so much about her. I would like to, as we mentioned here, just investigate a little bit more, find out what all we can before declaring this case closed.
Yes. Is there anyone else who was close to Maybell? Knew her personally, other than her father?
That we know of, I don't believe we've managed to pinpoint someone within the city, nor anyone else save for their father.
We have... Apologies. We have some contracts for musical performances, and I feel that maybe we can follow on those a little as well. Find if she doesn't have anybody in her personal life that's close to her, maybe she has someone in her professional life.
What was the maid? The mayor says. If she was there daily, as Miss May saw. I assume you did question her?
Yes, we did question the maid, yes, sir.
What was her account?
She didn't really have much to say about Maybell, but she seemed surprised at the mere idea of them having marital issues. And she seemed quite enamored with Ricky. It seems like he was the domineering person in the household.
And she said that that Maybell was on a break from her singing career, as she was, for lack of a better word, in a deep depression about the passing of her mother. Wasn't even able to get out of bed most days, from what the maid told. There wasn't really much else that they seemed to say about her.
Oh, and that Maybell's withdrawal was something that was a sore subject for Ricky. It upset him greatly.
The speculation regarding it mostly. From what I understand, the break itself was not of an issue, but the surrounding speculation about other artists regarding her fame and talent diminishing under circumstance.
Well, and also that Maybell could, as Kadani said, hardly get out of bed, let alone engage with Ricky in any way.
Oh, that's a factor. She was going through some sort of subconscious melancholy on top of whatever things we don't know that was just kept between them as husband and wife. I mean, absolutely. Please continue to try and find anyone else that may have been an outside factor that may have contributed to this, but also there is a great possibility that some things may just never be found out given the privacy of their relationship, and will simply be as it was.
Something that died with them.
Exactly. So, do all you can, but if you can't do anything else, Don't blame yourselves for it. These things happen, unfortunately.
Matthew will turn to Kadani. Kadani, did you share your situation of last night by chance?
Yes, sir. So last night, Jekyll, the leader of the Sins, appeared in the courtyard of the city hall. He basically threatened myself, my family, as well as the other enforcers within this group and their families, to continue from the previous encounter that we had had with Jekyll, that we have mentioned to you about, sir. I wanted to make sure that you were informed of what was going on. Their target still remains to be Adrian De Luna, and his place of residence, which I believe he's also informed you about, of what's going on with that.
Adrian De Luna was in the city square, in front of the city hall.
No?
Oh, sorry. Jekyll.
Yes,
Redacted.
yes.
Jekyll was in front of the city hall.
Yes, sir. He was here in the city hall and in the courtyard.
And you went alone.
No, I informed Drench for backup,
I was
to
keeping an
get
eye.
help if needed.
Drench, did you alert your lieutenant? Any of your colleagues?
I did alert Mavrin. I let her know that that happened, and just to keep an eye. It was late when that happened, and I did not want to take the. I felt it would be unwise to take the walk to Matthew's estate.
I'm meaning at the time that Jekyll was present at the city hall.
With it being so late, sir, I had not been aware that there was anybody here. That's why I reached out to my fellow enforcer here to let him know, as backup in case he was to attack.
As well as De Luna himself was informed, correct?
Yes, I did inform De Luna of the threats, as he was directly involved.
You guys still have the sending stone that is connected to mine, Bo says.
I do not, sir.
I do.
And you see the mayor folds his arms like behind his back, takes a deep breath, walks towards the window. It's okay. This is okay. So yes, you did what you could, the best that you could in the given situation that you had. The best thing is that nobody was harmed. You were not harmed. Nobody in the city hall or city square was harmed, correct?
No, sir. Nobody was harmed.
Okay. The mayor goes, Jekyll and the Sins have been a very slippery perp to catch in particular. I will say that if anything like this does happen again, you inform anyone that you can to help you and detain him effective immediately.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And the mayor looks to Bo. He goes, I will see you later. Apologies that you have to excuse myself. There are a couple of meetings I have to attend to regarding the city. But good day to all of you. As he politely excuses himself. And Bo just goes, you guys, It is okay, genuinely. But do be careful. 100%. When you guys were out of the city, it was very stressful on everybody here. We were highly concerned of you all, and so on and so forth. And so, yes, what he said. If anything like that happens again, do try and contact the nearest authority, or do try to detain them yourselves within reason.
Do you think that
Yes, sir,
detaining
absolutely.
Jekyll would be a smart idea?
If he is the head of the serpent, then yes. If he's the one thing that is holding the chess table up, then everything else would follow suit. If he's detained by authorities, then his little members, his little followers, don't really have a god to look to, do they?
As someone who has dealt with serpents firsthand, when you cut off its head, the body writhes and gets upset. While yes, you are correct, he's someone who needs to be put away, there is also a chance that his followers would do something in revenge or such.
And Bo just sits there for a second as he goes, we still would have had the head. And then he goes, I have a lot of faith in you all. You guys have sacrificed so much, are very intellectual, smart, cunning, charismatic, talented, as the display earlier today showed, and all of your previous actions beforehand. It just seems like there are some things that are making your jobs a little bit more complicated than it should be. So, following this case, I think it would be best if we all be a little bit better on all fronts. I know maybe I haven't been the best of help either. We really need to be more concerned of that, given the recent stain on the reputation of us as authorities.
Does it seem like Bo is referencing anyone or anything in particular when he's saying that there's like things that are complicating us doing our jobs?
You can make an insight check.
Okay. Oh, wait, has it been more than 10 minutes since we left battle? Yeah, definitely. Right.
That's a great question. Where is Alloy in reference to this room?
Wherever
long?
Alloy would have wanted to go.
Okay, because they want to know what the fuck the mayor's saying. For sure. Is there any shot I can start peeping into this conversation?
Well, the mayor has exited. If you wanted to take a little
can
bit
I
of a tour.
trace him?
Well, if you wanted to tell your supervisor that you wanted to take a little tour upstairs, then she would have complied. Whether or not you knew this
Yeah.
conversation
Honey.
took place, that wouldn't be.
Honey, let's go look for the mayor.
You want to meet the
That's
mayor?
the goal. That's the goal. Isn't that the goal?
He's
We need to
very,
find out where the gangs are.
very, very busy. But let's put that on hold. Maeve, what did you get on your insight check?
Measly 10.
10. Okay. So, you're seeing that Bo, he has now returned to sort of leaning forward, his hands clasped together, not really making that much eye contact with any of you, and has a tone that is matter of fact. When he mentions that there are multiple factors that are making you guys' jobs harder, given the general matter of fact tone he maybe seems like just saying it as in a general sense.
Thank you.
Yes. But that's what he says to you all.
Great. Well, maybe
Was
we
there
should...
anything we wanted to share?
Sir, in the future, what should I have done? Because I didn't have the spells to get in contact with you. Beyond me getting contact with Drench here as well as Adrian DeLuna. What else should I have done?
And please, I don't want you to feel like you did anything wrong in this situation. You didn't. So that's not really helpful anymore. Me telling you what you should have done that's already passed. As far as the future, if you're in that situation again, specifically in the vicinity of the city hall, then I would say simply go inside. We do have patrol. We do have emergency enforcers. We do have the enforcers that reside at the barracks. Just to make sure that you are safe and that we go about the situation as effectively as possible.
Okay. And in the cases of that, we need so if the enemy is at our doors, go wake the enforcers and grab the patrols of wherever they may be. Is there... No, I don't know, sir. I apologize.
It is 100% okay. I'm just really glad that you didn't get hurt. Jekyll is very dangerous. And honestly, we all react differently in situations like that. It's very impressive that you were able to even come out unscathed. So clearly whatever you did was the best thing that you could have done in the moment.
Donnie just quietly nods. She says nothing further.
Well, definitely continue to rest up throughout the day. Check out those leads. Make sure, check all the boxes. Yeah, that's all I got for you guys.
Wonderful. In that case, I believe we'll get going.
Good luck out there.
Matthew will nod and will promptly leave. By himself, I think.
As soon as he's out the door, I'm going to.
I assume Kadani and Drench follow suit.
Drench looks to Kadani and... Are you hungry? I'm hungry.
Starving, always. And Donnie looks frustrated. She's not really hiding that. Frustrated at the situation, frustrated at herself, frustrated at there's no more that seems to be done or can be done. And she politely bows and exits the room. Is it about lunchtime? I think lunchtime is in order. And then maybe head out and check all these things out.
Yeah, you guys leave Bo's office, closing the door behind you. Yes, the rest of the day is yours to do whatever you would like.
All right. So we have to write a letter to Maybelle's father, and potentially talk to Orphan Say if we can find where he is and who he really is, and then maybe Janice Mock too. And maybe investigating the Daily Ignition article. Is there anything else?
The Daily Ignition writer potentially could have information regarding any informant with friendship to me. Which going to see them and inquire about it, I believe, could be of a certain interest to us. But I don't believe it is the utmost priority
Where do we
compared
want to
to
start?
Orphan.
Where should we start?
Question. Out of character.
Mm-hmm.
When were we informed of this information that they had died getting out to the public? Because I thought the mayor had said something about that, unless he was just saying that.
Yes, they would have been released that morning in the Daily Ignition.
Okay. Was there any information? Did we read that? Was there information that of why, or was it saying that it was still an ongoing thing?
That it was still an ongoing thing. Everything that you read was pretty much true to what you guys had saw. Obviously, a more censored version, given the gruesome nature of it. But yeah, the case was still active.
That's what I wanted to ask.
Or just anyone can correct me. The first day of the was the 24th, I believe, that we found that we started this investigation, or was it yesterday?
It was the 25th. It was yesterday.
Okay, just making sure. Goddamn.
Only a day has passed. Technically a day and a half.
Day and a half, yes. Yeah, we are at lunch, right? Or following lunch. Yeah. Mid-sun. Is it mid-sun?
Yes, it's
Okay.
mid-sun,
Also,
essentially.
I think that Sela had something they wanted to say. They had their hand up, but I think
They're
gone.
gone now.
Yes,
Yeah.
but the question wasn't really answered amongst you all.
Yeah.
Where do you start first?
Maybe Daily Ignition.
Okay. Daily Ignition could be a good start. We know where to find them, and there's more chance that we find Orphan at their residence during the after hour of work.
Kadani checks the hallway real fast. How many people are around us?
Well, if you guys are at lunch and in the cafeteria.
Oh yeah, you were in the cafeteria. Everyone's here. Everyone. Cool. Well, I think we've got a few leads we can track down. Yeah.
Okay. So, Sela, yes, you have an inquiry.
Maybe the inquiry. I have an idea. Excuse me, Miss Caretaker. Miss Caretaker, excuse me.
Yes.
Can I go to the news place?
Why would you want to go there?
I've got.
Let's
Well, I mean,
just
hey,
need
we
to
just
know
wrote
ya.
a paper. We just wrote a paper. We gotta get it printed somehow.
Oh no. I don't think that's a very good idea.
I don't think that's a thing that I care about. You're a government worker. I'm the one that makes the ideas.
Right, but you're currently under supervision for a trial.
I'm currently writing under a pen name.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Give me a. Okay. Good thing we have 2 chances to make that work. Do you want to even like hear my pen name, or are you just gonna like judge me for? That's gonna be a 4.
Yeah, that's not a very good idea. I'm really just supposed to take care of you. Let you
Okay.
see you do mundane things. You also have your psychiatric exam coming up soon, so
Okay.
maybe we'll go to that first before you hand in anything to
Actually,
the public media.
awful
you know?
idea.
Yes.
Awful idea.
And plus, you need it to be. You need that. This is just the first draft. You need to do the second draft. You need to do peer review, and then maybe you can hand it off to the journalists. You know.
Do you know how news works? Because I feel like with lighthouses and with ships and shipments and with the tides, you really got to be on top of things, and that's something I can get behind. And I don't want to be behind on this goop. Okay, that's my worry.
I mean, like, and she's leading you to the cafeteria because she is hungry.
I
And-
just start. I'm just not trying to hide this story.
And you guys
In
all
Aloy's
see,
head, this is like censorship.
yeah, and you guys, like see Alloy come into the cafeteria, and she continues to say to you and pass by you guys, and maybe you could take some inspiration with the music part. I know you were very interested in Maybelle Jones, all the stuff about her
What
that
if
I told
I
you.
hire you?
Oh, hire me. Not just because
What
I
if there's-
knew the scoop. Just because I knew
Well-
the scoop about the dead artist doesn't mean I knew anything more than that. And all of you guys are hearing
Okay,
this.
just because you knew the scoop about the dead artist and you know how to actually write your things, and you now have a scoop about the goop, and we need to find what? Are there any gangs nearby? We've got to find some gangs.
Of course, they'll.
I
love
say
it.
this out loud in the main hall of the
They're
fucking
both
cafeteria.
having. She's matching your loudness in this moment. It's not a very private conversation at all.
Good.
Drench is in the kitchen making soft tacos. He's almost done.
Oh,
The
yeah.
concept of fantasy tacos. By
Can I
who?
check my bag actually? How many potions would they have given me at the med checkup place? Like how many would they let me just take?
Probably like 2 little bottles of healing.
I'll take 2 bottles. I'll take a shot of one of them and I start walking kind of woozily.
Mm, oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, please.
The inclusion of the, what do you call it? The healing area, not the healing area, but the medical bay, I guess, as well as the lunch. Would you consider that as a short rest, perchance?
Yes, this will all be a short rest. Yeah, you're good.
Something.
You've healed. You've healed. It's good.
Yummy.
Right.
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I just want to make sure.
It's like,
Oh.
oh, honey, are you alright? They're seeing you wobble.
I'm doing so kind of okay.
Well, maybe we should get you some orange juice.
Oh, I would love orange juice.
So
I'm
yes,
gonna grab the juice and then I'm gonna sit at the table with the group.
With
Hello?
our
that
group?
happens. Yes.
Is the caretaker with them?
Well, yes.
Did we, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was easy to hear what they were talking about a little bit?
Yes.
Matthew will turn to the caretaker. Your name was again. I'm doubly sorry.
Oh, my name is Jessica.
Jessica. For the sake of the investigation, I believe it would be wise if we could somewhat contain the information spreading of the case that we are working on, especially from the word given of a potential culprit and member of that is suspected upon this investigation. Could you perhaps be more careful with what they are saying?
Oh, they don't know anything about the case. I don't know anything about the case. I'm not allowed to talk to them about it.
And did they speak relatively openly about the Miss Mabel, from what I understand?
Oh yeah, we were just talking about the gossip about it around town. Not about the case, though.
And what gossip would
No,
that
what did you-
be?
Actually, and then Alloy's gonna open their big fat mouth. I forget some of the important stuff. I was actually more interested in this new case that I'm writing, but I'm really interested in that one too. I want to be an enforcer.
You see, no, that's what I meant when I was talking to you yesterday, and she like just continues and goes, yeah. So
You're doing
I'm
a great job.
Oh, thank you. There are a lot of different things said about Miss Mabel Bones, not regarding anything that happened to her, just when she was actually alive. Pretty much that, she's a moon elf, and pardon me, honey, and she says to you, Maven, moon elves tend to be a little bit emotional. She just wrote about her emotions a lot, especially when it comes to the moon and things like that. Very, very private little Missy. Very, very private. And she didn't really like to be in the spotlight that much, really. She just liked to share her songs and all that. But yeah, she was just a little bit of a mystery. But at
What
the same
phase of the
time,
moon was it when she died?
good question. Back to you on that later.
All right. I don't get time either.
She goes, yes, very polite, very nice. Never really had any super close friends. Her close friend was her husband, at least from what I heard around town.
Is there anybody? Do you think that there was anybody else that she had like a confidant, like somebody you couldn't could talk to stuff about that were not like husband related materials, like girl talk?
Not that I really knew of. I know she had that maid of us, who was also a female, so I assume maybe her. But other than that, not really. She's not from here,
Oh yeah, aren't they from where I am? Aren't they over in like Row or something?
Oh, no. She was from Atwan, the Moon Elven province.
Oh, gotcha. Not
That's where
quite
they
as
met.
twink
That's
as
where she met her
mean.
husband, He was a traveling artist. Before he came here, got all famous.
Do you know much about
What if
Moon
he
Elves?
was a spy?
What was that, Maeve?
I was just asking, do you know much about Moon Elves? Have a good eye.
You're asking this.
Jessica,
caretaker.
yeah.
I mean, I've been friends with a couple of them. I've dated maybe one or two in the past. I mean, they're just very, emotional. Not that it's a bad thing, but they either like to wear their hearts on their sleeves or keep themselves very close to themselves, if you know what I mean. The sanctity of their own mind and their opinions is something, for some of them, they don't like to really disclose very much to the people that they don't really know very well. I think maybe music was a little bit of an avenue for her of expression outside of a husband.
Thank you. Interesting.
This is a moment where Donnie, who is smiling and nodding, the group is gonna get a message from her of sounds like we might need to listen to some of her songs.
What was that one that I always listen to? Hold on.
That's going to the
This
enforcer
isn't to
group.
you. Yeah, no,
I know,
this
yeah.
isn't to you. I'm so sorry.
That's all
Mia,
good.
I have a out of game question, Mia.
Mm-hmm.
There was a song of hers that I believe my mother would sing to me. Which one was that? It was one of her folky songs.
Yes, I. Do. It's in our messages somewhere.
I will start scrolling.
Yes, it's in there somewhere.
Well, Drench is gonna return with the food for the 4 of us, and then see there's 2 more people at the table, and be like, "Do we need more plates, or is this?"
Oh, that looks delicious.
Trying some new stuff.
Gimme. She hold up her hands, making little grabbing motions for the plate.
So while 1 second, let me double check.
Faith in Dandelions.
Oh, is that the song that you said?
Oh, that's one of my favorite songs.
All right.
It's
Cool.
about dandelions. She sung it. It's kind of why I care a little bit more about this. It's why I think that like something's weird.
What is Faith in Dandelions about?
Let me think.
Faith in Dandelions. Faith in Dandelions.
I don't know how well Alloy is gonna know this. They know the lyrics. They might not know what they fucking mean.
Well, I mean, if your mother sang it to you, I'm sure she would have told you why she liked it. So,
Oh, yeah.
the Faith in Dandelions basically is struggling, having an internal conflict between basically having the trust that somebody likes you the same way that you like them. Even though all signs point to the fact that they do, in fact, like you, love you, are enamored with you, for some reason you can't really trust it. So faith in dandelions, meaning having faith in the things that are just simply are.
Would this possibly, I understand they're from very 2 different places. Would it be possible that this is a song Donnie has heard?
How much of a summer banger was this thing?
Atwan isn't that far away from Tania. If you are very well versed in music and digged for it, and if you've been in the city for a while, then I would say, yeah, you've probably at least heard people talking about this song here and there.
Are we talking like this is some underground like early Mitski?
yeah something like that, because yes, it did come out a while ago, but it's like something that Mabel most likely would have performed.
I will make this song. I am making a Faith in Dandelions cover. It's gonna play at the inauguration.
So,
Matthew.
what was the song about?
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's about trying to trust things as they exist and not trying to over analyze, over observe. You know how dandelions are delicate. You need to be them as they are, because if you're ruffle your feathers too much, you might end up breaking the thing you love.
Don't I know what?
This sounds. Could you hum a few bars?
Every day when you have faith, it's always greater to know. And then they just continue humming.
I think I know it.
Lovely. It's my favorite.
It's a beautiful song. Resonated with it a lot. I do.
This is why you're going to be vice president.
Oh,
What?
don't say that. And as
I
the
will.
silence rings out. But yeah, that's all I really know about the gal. I mean, it's horrible, horrible what happened to her. Seems like just a normal person, really. Got herself in a very messy situation.
Well, perhaps we should get to move on.
Mhm. Matthew has been visibly scribbling on a little piece of paper, kind of making calculation until he arrived at a point where, kind of mumbling in Elven, she died upon a crest, a West Crest moon.
And Donnie has notated a few things down. She is primarily focused on the tacos. I will, but she's notated a few things down, is nodding and trying to half-assed keep in the conversation, or keep the information coming, that kind of thing.
Maybe we'll say to Matthew and Elvin, what are you working on?
I was, apology. I was looking and calculating what moon cycle we were in during yesterday night. We were at a West Crest moon, as it's seen by the calendar. If moon elves are perhaps influenced by the cycle, that could be an interesting observation, although I'm not an expert in it.
Interesting. Do you believe in that?
I'm one of the most. Oh, what's the word? Fuck. Not speculative, not occultist. Superstitious. Yes. Superstitious
How I
mind.
speak Elven?
Actually, I can.
Well,
Maybe
it's,
Oh, no, wait, did you say
Sylvan,
Elvin
right?
or Sylvan?
Elven.
Did you say Elvin or Sylvan?
Elven.
Elvin is no then.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I'm cutting out of that. I thought it was Sylvan.
No, you're
I got
good.
the wrong ends.
No worries. Sorry, Brandon, what did you say?
Yeah, as you were saying, sorry. I'm one of the most. I forgot the word again. Get the word.
Superstitious.
Superstitious. I'm one of the most superstitious mine. I believe there's some level of truth in it.
Interesting. Well, if that's something you wish to share with the rest of the group, I support it. It's an interesting theory.
I'll make mention of it as we travel.
Yes, not now.
I feel like the rest of the table is just kind of watching the two of you as you.
He's very much like mumbling, looking at the paper, kind of writing things down, not really looking at things, just very casually.
Trench, and now they have their own language. They're having secret conversations with each other.
I noticed. I thought I heard that language before, but I don't know what they're saying. So.
Yeah, it's not Dwarven, I can tell you that.
Are they
I will say though,
whispering?
these.
Yeah.
As you guys are talking, yeah. I will say though, these. I have not tried making these before. I actually really enjoy them.
They are very good. Yeah, I like them. A little bit spicy, but that's actually really good. I like spicy.
Okay. So, as you guys finish your lunch, finish writing down notes. What was on the agenda again? It was so you wanted to go to the daily ignition. What else was on there?
The ignition, and after the work hour, perhaps Matthew had suggested to see. I have Ofnir in mind, but that's Orphan. Sorry,
Orphan.
Orphan.
Yeah. Okay. What
and
else?
Janice Mock 2.
Sure.
And then we also need to write to Maybelle's father.
Okay.
Do we have to write that, or is there someone more professional than us that?
Yeah, is there somebody dedicated just to the delivery of your relative and or loved one has passed
do it.
away?
Probably the coroner.
Damn it.
So
Makes sense.
they can do it in a more professional
Perfect.
way. Which I will say, you guys would have gotten that before you left. So
Fair
we're
enough.
getting that out of the way. You want to go to the day ignition to see who took the picture and the allegations for the article they were in, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to see Orifem say to confirm that he did genuinely upset Rickabeel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah. The relationship.
What is intention? Tara?
Intention, if
Alibi.
there was the fight, alibi, yeah, those thing. He's kind of a minor suspect, but confrontation can be a motive.
Okay. I think we will continue, given that information. So,
I have to step away for just like a few seconds. Be right back.
yeah, no problem.
As we walk, just a tiny bit, perhaps, but to Mayflame, he'll keep his tone very low and kind of private, but in Evan say, I didn't mean to rush thing when giving you an order during the practice. The spur of the moment.
It's fine. I'm always open to direction, but I was a bit pinned down at the moment.
As do I. Having slime down your throat is quite a voice changer.
Mm.
Anyhow, I just wanted to make mention of it before we couldn't.
Thanks for checking in.
Have things been alright lately?
Fine. Yeah, how about you?
Decent at home.
Good. Glad to hear it.
That's all.
Oh, yes. I will also say that you would have gotten information from Trevin about the whereabouts of Orphan Say, how he is currently, working as a minor role in a production currently in Valheim at the Bottom Barrel Theater. When you approach, not to be confused with the Sunset Theater, which is where Ricky was primarily working at the time. But as you guys approach the theater, it seems very small, very local. This is definitely a place that maybe most likely Matthew would have probably passed by shopping or whatever. But yeah, pretty much. It seems more of like a cafe performance area duo sort of thing, a dinner and a show sort of establishment that you walk into. And you see that there are no patrons for drink and food, but rather there is in fact a rehearsal going on the inside, and you're able to just go ahead and walk right in, and you see people who are sitting at chairs at the table who have parchment in front of them, speaking to themselves, looking away from their papers and continuing to speak to themselves and look back at their papers. You see another group of individuals who seem to be doing some sort of friendship secret hand code or choreography of some sort. Meanwhile, there is a very small stage with some very makeshift fire spotlights that are on two separate active, one male presenting, one female presenting, who are sitting across from each other with parchment in their hands. And you see a very garish looking person, a water genasi person, who has parchment in their hands as well, as they are speaking very loudly, gesturing with their hands and walking and pacing back and forth and being very expressive in their demeanor as they are talking to these two presumably actors on the stage. What do you guys do?
Looking around, do we recognize any of the people here?
From a glance, no. Not really.
Okay.
We are at the Sunset Theater, correct? I fell and missed that part, but
No, you're at the bottom barrel theater.
Oh,
that's
bottom
okay.
barrel.
That's okay. Who did we want it to see there? I feel I missed a hot
Or
point.
from sight.
Oh, that's where you would.
Yes.
Oh.
A barrel.
Oh, okay. I completely sorry. I feel I completely missed that point. All right.
So we're looking for an Earth Genasi. Looking around.
Earth
do we
Genasi?
See one?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Do we see one?
You guys can make perception checks.
I
Ooh.
wrote a poem for this song.
And I boosted that. I cannot boost it, but I think that's gonna be fine because it's a 18 plus perception. Where is it? 23.
Okay. Kadani, you guys are at the bottom barrel theater in search of an Aura
Awesome.
Femse. You guys walked into essentially like a rehearsal at this dinner and a show theater style establishment. You can make a perception check as well, Kadani.
Cool. Let's see here. Now, what was that? Where did my roll 20 go? There it is. 9. She sees so much.
2 9s and a 23. Okay. So, with the 9s, you pretty much see what I had described. You see a very diverse cast. You see that the stage is set up in a way of which like it's a very meta thing where it's like, oh, this scene that is on the stage now is a cafe within a cafe. But meanwhile, Matthew, you do see that amongst this diverse cast and crew, that by one of the makeshift firelights, sort of putting their hand in the fire and adjusting it, pulling it away and adjusting it, you see the figure of a very slender looking fellow, and you see that the texture of their hand is a very stony color, with their hair being sort of a crystallized sort of situation of blue. Yeah, that's what you see.
Matthew will silently point at them to the group so that we can all see, and it'll start to make its way towards them.
Samesies.
Okay, so you do so, and you keep hearing the presumed director keep saying things to the actor as they finally turn and snap their heads to this person that you're approaching and go, "How hard is it to create green fire? How hard is it? This is an envious moment between two lovers. I mean, can we get some green light? Is that so hard to ask for?" And Orphan's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. Very apologies. I'm trying my best here." And then they turn to you. The director turns to you as they go, "And who are you?"
So your first question, you simply require copper to burn in the flame to do a green light.
I don't know what you're saying. Somebody else speak.
He can speak just fine for himself. Listen a little more closely. We are enforcers, by the way. Show my badge.
Did you just
Oh,
test me out,
shit.
or did I just not understand?
Yes.
Regardless, as my colleague stated, we are enforcer. I believe you're orphan.
Me? No, that's that guy over there screwing up my scene. And, or like the Earth Genasi turns to you, a very innocent looking, very young looking Earth Genasi person, as he goes, "Yes, I am orphan." It's like, if you need to take him, take him. Don't need him. In fact, you can stay away. He says to Orphan. As Orphan nods very slowly and turns to you all.
Mr. Orphan. I said it before, we are with the investigative unit of the enforcer. Would you have a minute or could we have a minute of your time in private?
Sure. Is everything okay?
For the time being, yes.
How do you know
we-
my name?
We got the word around that you were here.
From who? He starts to look around and follows you.
From an artistic connaissance, I believe.
Make a deception check.
Is that not true? Deception. That's the one stat I cannot boost with my thing. But I think he's a good liar. He's not a good liar. That's a 15 plus 3, so that's 6, 7, 8. That's 18.
Hey. And he starts following you guys outside.
But you will leave
Yes.
let the ground for the other to speak.
Do you know the Jones couple? Maybelle and Ricky.
Yes?
When was
Yes.
the last time you saw
Yes,
them?
yes, I do. Well, and you see, like, very struggling very, very hard. It was Hallows Eve. That's when I saw them.
Are you alright? You seem quite nervous.
Well, I heard the news.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What was the last thing you spoke to them about?
Oh, am I in trouble?
Should you be?
I know. I just saw them 2 days ago.
Right.
On about what regard?
And you see, I'm sort of get a little shy for a second. It was about my play that I was writing, and yes.
Were you interested in receiving them, either of them, as a partner in the play?
Say again?
Were there any interest from you to have either of them play within your play?
Oh yes, I was invited by one of my colleagues from the Sunset Theater, one of my close friends, and he said they would be there. And I at first I didn't want to bother him, but he was so nice, and he was talking to me, and I thought maybe he would be he would be my jet.
And was the conversation positive?
You see him visibly gulp. No.
Please do elaborate.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you see, he was so nice, and I became so comfortable. So, I got up the courage to ask him, and I explained it all, and how long I've been working on it, and why he'd be so perfect. It's this love story between two unrequited who ultimately lose each other in the end. And I explained the climax of it all, and there was an intimate kissing moment between the two leads, and that's when he stopped me and said that he wouldn't do roles like that. And then he got very upset.
Following his response, did you push on the matter, or?
Yes. I suppose.
To what degree?
I didn't mean to upset Mr. Jones. I was just so excited, and I looked up to him so much. I guess my tongue got the better of me.
Could you state what you said in exchange in the manner of repetition that you've approached the subject?
He looks left and he looks right. He looks inside of the rehearsal room. Well, I had heard on the day of the ignition about how Miss Maybell had taken a break from her career, and he had expressed that in respect to his wife that he doesn't take roles like that. But then I also saw the adultery, and I may have said, as he gulps again, that she was washed up in the eyes of the critics, and that it wouldn't matter anyways to the public eye.
You said that to Ricky. About
I
his wife.
promise, and I was just I didn't mean to upset him. My tongue got the best of me as he turns around for a second and turns back around to you guys. I'm usually not that immature. And that is when he got really upset. And I got really upset at me. And then it all just fell apart, and I tried to apologize, but he just walked away. Now everyone thinks I'm a loser.
Was there any...
a nearby bench.
Was there any
You saw how they
following...
treated me in there? He treated me like garbage. Everyone thinks I blew it.
I love this man. Where am I?
Not there.
God, I wish.
Yeah, those are good. Mm-hmm.
You
Is
can
this the
laugh
guy
at
that
me.
wrote? No, is this the
No.
guy that wrote Romeo and Juliet? I thought this was a callback. I thought this was the author of Romeo and Juliet. Shit.
separate script.
Was there in that case, any physical altercation following that little misunderstanding and confrontation?
Oh, stars, no. It wasn't anything like that. Just, I saw it in lights. Request for Divinity, starring Rickabeal Jones. I blew it. I'm blacklisted now. No one wants anything to do with me.
And remind me again, when was this? Did this altercation and disagreement happen?
Night of All Hallows Eve.
Do you remember at what time you saw them last?
They left around when I am walking home, all the way to Talon.
And what about yourself? I take it that people could have may. Sorry, I'm trying to translate that in French to English. I take it that there were people that could have stated your presence during the event, correct?
Yes, I had to be escorted home after a couple drinks. Drinking my shame away didn't do anything. I drink to forget, but I always remember.
Isn't that the worst?
Did you give anything with the title of this play in writing to him?
Oh yes, I
guess-
did.
Mhm.
I gave him the final draft of my script.
Gotcha. Okay.
By chance, could we have a copy of that script?
Oh, I burned everything.
Oh.
Excuse me, where exactly did you burn it?
Did he take the script home with him, or did he give it back to you after?
There were only 3 copies, one for myself, one for a producer, and one for Ricky.
But did Ricky
What
keep
was-
his?
I presume, if he didn't cast it off into the waters of the mother.
Right.
And what was the name of that play again?
Quest for Divinity, correct?
Request for the. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. That language with the. I'm terribly sorry. I just. He's so pitiful, it's hard to focus. It's so hard, dude. It's so entertaining.
The
But-
subtext underlying this scene is amazing because Ricky was more interested in the crayon-drawn Romeo and Juliet script than he was Request for Divinity, which was thrown in the fireplace.
Look, Orphan,
Sorry.
you seem.
So no, it's all gone. I burned it all.
The news cycle moves quickly. I'm sure that within a few days there will be someone new to talk about in the industry. Just got to hold on.
There was nobody like Ricky. He was my idol.
Matthew will turn to the other and. Were there other inquiry that we wanted to ask of him?
Nothing in particular. Now, real quick, I do want Donnie to do a insight check because the guy is an actor.
Sure.
So
I would like to join on to that, if possible.
Just to kind of, yeah, she doesn't think it's him, but she just kind of wants to just see, has there been any like gaps or anything where his performance, if
Did he
it is
fail in
any,
his method acting?
exactly.
Sure. Go ahead and make an insight check.
I'll roll
And
my
Donnie
D8 on top.
continues to
This
not
guy's
see
secretly so
anything.
hot.
I just need to start doing help actions for anything involving investigation, insight, or perception. My
It's fine,
God.
it's fine. I'll take a one of my Battlemaster D8 Inquisitive whatever. So
Got a
that's
battle
a
master, this guy.
Donnie entrusts this guy implicitly.
yeah, that's
Oh
gonna
my
Maeve's
be
god.
distracted
If
by
Alloy was here, this would be
suffering
their
and
husband
Kittle.
in 20 minutes.
a 21 in insight, which is probably overkill for this fucking dude, but you know.
Jesus.
No, you need
You
it.
see
This
that
guy's
his
secretly
breath-
Vecna.
You see that his breath is labored. His brows are furrowed. There's exhaustion in his voice. You've been here before. You know what it looks like. But it's it seems very down in the dumps.
Does
Well,
anyone-
Mr. Austin, I believe we've got all the answer that we require. You have a lovely rest of the day.
You too. Live it up.
Orphan.
God, guys.
Live it up. You never know when your dreams can go kaplat.
Hang in there, Orphan.
But you will
You'll
depart.
make another script soon, and it'll be a doozy.
Maeve's gonna say in Elven to Matthew, what a chump. Poor thing.
He he fully acknowledged it, and Matthew has always had this composure to him, and it is definitely being put to the test right now. The side of his lips hid by his mustaches, very much like fucking holding itself to the slightest of quiver.
Yes.
And yep, I think we'll exit.
Yeah, please.
Mia's
Yeah.
really testing my metagaming abilities right now. Holy
Don't
shit.
do it. Don't do
I
it.
want to so
Don't.
fucking badly,
Don't
but I
do
know
it.
I'm not allowed
Don't do
to.
it.
Or just sat here wanting to rip my
Gotta hold
throat
yourself
out.
back.
Don't.
Hold
I
yourself back.
know, I know.
Okay. So, that is what happens. So you've gotten the letter out to the father. You've spoken to Orf and say, last thing on the agenda is to go and visit the Daily Ignition. In fact, yes, absolutely. With that, we will end it there.
Very well.
Wonderful.
This was a
Don't even
really
know he
fight,
exists.
a
Oh my
mental
God.
fight.
My Romeo
figured
is
out.
out there and I don't even know he's real. God damn it.
I'm just wondering now if Mia's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna give you like an open and shut case. It's gonna be like everything straightforward, but I'm just gonna put in a few breadcrumbs to make them go, but it can't be just that. And in
I mean,
reality, it is just
well,
that.
Yeah, this is probably just
It
like a simple
could.
case to get us back into playing the game, and
knows?
we're all like, something smells fishy.
But it has happened too. It has happened too. Mia has
it
put
has.
a not
Just
a
put a pin in it.
a red herring is too strong. I think of a like diversion word, right? But we had that with the first
pin in it.
quest about the werewolf kid and the vampire, the fucking Twilight episode that we had. So it would be out of the way, but it could be
put a
just
pin in
that.
it.
It could be just that.
Maybe it was the vampire boy
No.
involved.
Maybe it was the
And
goo.
that's why there is
Maybe
so
it was a
much
goo baby.
blood.
Maybe there was a goo baby that got birthed out of her little tummy, and goo baby killed her, and then the goo demon baby left. Maybe he was a spy.
I want to know how he got blood on his mouth. Because we didn't see anything about bite marks, right?
I was gonna say, right?
No,
We
no
did not
bite mark.
have. We
What
didn't see the bite mark, but
Maybe the goose.
ooh.
That I'm
No.
sorry.
Mia.
My favorite
I wonder what kind
NPC
of-
so far, I
Amazing.
think.
I
That was amazing.
can't.
Oh yeah,
I can't even.
Mia over here is like, I know how it was done, how everything happened. You idiots just ain't picking it up.
not
I'm throwing
allowed
every
to-
hint. Like it's
No.
something to do. It's scratches, guys. It's
No,
the
I'm
scratch.
building walls in my mind. I need to build walls around questions I'm not allowed to ask because I
Yes.
wasn't there. And it's so I'm playing Minecraft in my head. I'm like,
Yes. I mean, if someone wasn't already at the crime scene, then baby.
Yeah. Honestly, my thing that I do that helps me with that is I only take notes about what my character has seen and experienced so that going forward, I
Yeah.
don't misremember and be like, oh, Maeve saw this. No, she didn't. And I know it because it wasn't written down.
that's what I
Similarly, yeah.
do. And then I remember things that I don't write down, which never happened in school. What's up with that?
Selective attention.
I
I did write an entire poem for Faith and Dandelions.
My favorite, I think it's the my favorite silly monster I've ever made in my life.
It
So
reminds me of
That's
Cow
amazing.
Beast Betty.
The slime thing.
Yes, because its scientific name given by Betty is the Super Tari
Oh, that
Interphasic
burner.
Kinetic Intelligence, aka the Sticky.
No way.
You've got to play.
Yes,
You got to play Tyler the Creator Sticky when we get into combat now.
the actions were please comply,
Yeah.
and then which was the one that gave you the bludgeoning damage, and then also gave you the acid damage, and
Mhm.
then we've got you surrounded, which was the explosion that the monster did, and then call for backup, which is like
We've got you surrounded.
the actual assembly of the bigger monster, and then the bonus action is stop resisting, which is what happened to Kadani, which like made her drop all of her weapons.
So
Oh,
Well,
right.
what was it
That's
called
that's
again?
what happened.
Yeah.
Super Tari.
I'm gonna use that as a weapon against the mayor.
I will throw you in jail.
Literally, why? He didn't want you to do it.
Okay, he also didn't make me safe and didn't make me feel like I was a happy person. And I'm gonna make that an opinionated piece in the press.
Is there anything that
Um,
he
Yeah.
could have done to have pleased Alloy in that moment? Like genuinely.
I mean, you can ask the Cobalt Press.
Dude. Yeah, because yeah, like, he's like, oh, why is a
Dude.
civilian a part of this experiment? It was like, well, what would have happened? The mayor's like, no, you can't be a part of this at all, and then Ally would have been like, too bad.
Yeah.
Anyways,
The thing is, he didn't stop the exercise. He didn't stop me. He didn't stop the monster, and he lost concentration
He was
to
trying.
a non-damaging spell. Like, that's embarrassing.
he did hold back the monster. Your
Yeah.
spell made him lose concentration.
My spell didn't even do damage to him. He just saw dust and dropped it.
He did do
What a
damage.
mayor!
I think he did take damage. Right?
Which would
did.
have.
Fairy fired. Fairy fire?
It didn't do damage,
Oh yeah.
He
But-
didn't,
Okay. Yeah.
but
But-
yeah.
So I feel like
If you specify, here's the thing: if you specify, oh, they got sparkles in his eyes,
That's where I was
then
aiming.
Yeah.
what am I supposed to do with that? That would
I'm
make
not
him lose
saying you're supposed to
concentration.
do anything. I'm saying the mayor scuffed up.
no.
You don't know the half of what the mayor can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I
then
feel
we
like-
can talk about it on the debate stage come November.
I think we have lost ourselves in the semantic, which is a crazy thing for me to say as a as the
Yeah.
official rule lawyer of this game.
Exactly. Me
I
as a
don't even
player,
know
what
which
the-
totally
Yeah,
on board.
Matthew over there chomping at the bit as the there's a time limit to speak with Dad.
Dude,
I saw that bit. I liked it.
I was
You
so
go-
meant like.
Brendan trying to hide his expressions. Failure. Critical failure.
Dude,
You're
I-
fucking
why I'm
nat
so trying to hide
one
it.
on deception,
Yeah.
on hiding your facial expressions.
I'm totally
Alright, well-
down. I'm totally down with the idea that like, it has a time limit, but it's the surprise of it without warning, the
Yeah.
expectation fully shattered, and I'm like, what? And
No, it was
again, I'm
totally-
totally, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. It's just so the fucking unexpected, like no, like oh
Yeah, it was
what?
funny.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Well, in Matthew's defense, like if like Drench was the one who had that meeting with Mark Wiley, and then with Drench's things, it's like yes, Drench would know that. That's why I had to make a history check as like to eliminate any confusion. Matthew not knowing that would be valid.
Yeah.
And then number two, and number two, and like I said from the first from the first session, this is not a traditional game. So yes, there are obviously
yeah.
modifications
Oh, yeah.
to certain things because
Yeah,
there
yeah.
are no gods, Brandon.
I know,
Again,
I know,
like,
I know.
What are you
Okay,
gonna,
okay,
afterlife,
okay.
are you gonna,
Semantics,
afterlife are you gonna pull the dead
semantics.
person from?
Semantic, okay?
It
I'm
was just
sorry
surprise.
if look, I was just surprised, okay? I have the fucking spell like on the fucking paper right here. I have the thing, like it's not really there, but like I
Oh.
have the sheet open of like that spell. I was like, oh, that could be interesting. Like, oh, maybe then da 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 da. I was like, oh, it should work, right? From Matthew's understanding, it should work too. I was like, okay, cool. And then it's just the immediate no. I was like, oh, what do you mean?
It
I
was
was
just
like,
great comedic timing.
it's like I fully understand that it's like homebrew game. I'm like, okay, makes sense. But obviously, I'll be shocked when you say, oh, you advance when it's the green light, and then you're like, actually, it's never going to be green. It's like,
For
interesting.
that particular case, the case that you did for the last arc, hey, guess what? His wife was there, and so you were able to ask consent. And the body had only been dead for a couple hours. This case, there was no nest of kin. It was more than a couple of hours. So no, you didn't have the green light.
And
Well,
when Donnie used it in Arc 1, it was right when she had killed that one siren. So, yeah.
Okay, so the thing is that the green light was there per the spell. Okay, that's the context of the rest of it did not register to me that it would apply to this extent. Okay, that's all.
Yes,
guys
and
wanna
you
know
know
my
what? And you know
idea?
what? Her sister was a witch. And what was her
Do
sister?
you guys want to know my
Her
Oh,
sister
wait.
was she
idea?
turned me into a newt. Anyway, I gotta go,
They put
guys.
me
So,
in a fire
Alright,
bubble.
talk to y'all
alright,
later.
Jay,
Bye.
bye.